the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back up in this BI, man. You ought to know the time it is, man. Coach Malachi in this bitch, man. True Media Today, USA Boxing, man. You know, but boxing really matters. Boxing matters over here. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I got a chance to sit back and enjoy some of those fights. I didn't see every fight. I didn't get like the undercards. I got like the undercards to the main event undercards. I didn't see the zone undercard. The fight that I saw was I saw Bam. I saw Fundora get knocked out. And then of course I saw the ESPN card, you know, from Jared Anderson to Keyshawn Davis to Keyshawn Davis to Jared Anderson to Shakur Stevenson. I saw that. So any other fights I might have went down, I didn't see them. You know what I mean? I was feeling kind of under the weather a little bit. So and then we went to the movies and stuff like that. So I was just busy. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to get a break from boxing, even though yesterday I didn't want to be in the house all day just watching boxing. Like, I've been needing a break from this shit. You know what I mean? So, and then what it is. And then I knew I was going to come back Sunday today anyway. So, yeah, I've been needing a break sometime, dog. Like yesterday, then I wasn't feeling too well. So, I went to the gym. I wasn't even really feeling it. But let's give everybody that's here, man, a round of applause. Yeah, man, let's see what's going on. Okay, look like I'm having a little trouble with my internet. All right, my internet look kind of fuzzy, unstable. I don't know why is it unstable? Shouldn't be unstable. Let me do this. Hold on, let me do this. Take that off. Because I have my internet hardwired. I have it hardwired, so yeah, I had the internet hardwired, so let me take it was on the Wi-Fi was on as well. I don't know why. Anyway, let's work through this here, man. So if you guys can see me, man, if it's kind of blurry, don't worry about it. It will straighten up in a minute. Just, you know, something wrong with the internet a little bit. It has. Where I live at, dog, the coverage be going up and down. Like, I'm not the only one that be going through this. Everybody in this neighborhood go through this. I don't know what it is. But anyways, so we did see some good fights yesterday. Yesterday had some good fights. As a matter of fact, let's see what we had. We had Shakur Stevenson versus Yoshino. We had Keyshawn Davis. He looked pretty good yesterday. Jared Anderson, I really don't know what to say about Jared Anderson. He looked really good considering the guy that he fought who didn't come to fight, the Dominican guy. He didn't come to fight, and Jared Anderson was just popping the jab on him in the southpaw stance, close hand stance. So it is what it is. Keyshawn Davis, that boy looked like he just ultra fast. If you don't have a jab, you're not gonna beat him. You better have a jab. You know, his jab was on point yesterday, man. His jab, his defense is on point. He wasn't running. Like a lot of these like fans, some of these boxing fans, you know, they want to, wow, you know, I don't like fighters who run. You know what they call running? They call running a guy who doesn't get hit, a guy who know how to who has good footwork. So a fighter who has good footwork, don't get hit, know how to slip punches and get out the way of shots with with his feet. They call that running. You know what I mean? Now, and then sometimes like what Rigondeaux did, I think a couple of fights before, he just literally ran in the ring. You know what I mean? Literally ran in the ring. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just, you know, those fighters who they like to call, yeah, man, you can't hit them. And I want to see if you can take a punch and all that stuff there. I want to see if he can take a punch. Oh, so you want him to get hit in the chin so he can prove to you he can take a punch. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in boxing. I want to see if he can take a punch. No, I don't, you know, if you're a fighter, I don't want to take a punch and try to prove to you niggas sitting on the sideline that I can take a punch. Now, if I get hit with a punch, of course I want to be able to handle that punch, but I'm not going to get hit just for the sake of getting hit, just to try to prove something. See, that punch you get hit with, you may not wake up from. Come on, internet. What's going on, man? Come on, internet. My internet tripping, dog. You know what? My internet tripping. I may, you know what I'm gonna do? I may put it on an avatar until the internet get called. Shout out to Flex BS. What did it say for me? Said you called it. I meant to say. Oh, you talking about casino? Yeah, as a matter of fact, remember Friday? We had the show. I said I was gonna put $100 on Mendoza. Remember the brother by the name of Coach Eddie from Atlanta? He called the show Friday. He called the show and said, "Coach, look here, man. You know, I know some, you know, because he's a coach, he's a boxing coach. He said, I know some coaches who train that boy Mendoza, man. He said Mendoza go knock. If you listen to the show Friday, you know what call I'm talking about. He said he called literally after D Block, and he called right before Jared from Baltimore. He said, yeah, man, Mendoza gonna knock that boy out, man. Mendoza gonna knock that boy out. I said, you know what? Fendora don't have no defense. He's from Florida. I love him. He's from Florida, but I got to be honest. He don't have any defense. Something about leaving his chin in the air. He loves to do. He likes to smother a lot of his punches and try to overpower people on the inside. But you negate your height and reach. You're 6'7" tall, and you literally negate your height and reach. You get what I'm saying? In order to come on the inside. When he got knocked out, guess what? He literally pulled out. He was trying to fight on the inside. Mendoza created distance and space, and Fendora pulled back and was throwing a left hook, and he got caught with a left hook himself. See, when you tall, long, and lanky, and you got a longer way to get there, and Mendoza being a shorter fighter, and he was close enough, he threw that left hook, caught him, bam! And when he caught him, as a matter of fact, I'm looking kind of fuzzy, so let me just go ahead and take it off. So when he and where's my avatar? Okay, there we go. Let me just take it off until the internet get back up. And so when he caught him, he stunned him. And when he stunned him, Mendoza came back with that right cross and then knocked him out with that left hook. And his head bounced off the pavement. All right, I'm back. His head bounced off the canvas. I haven't seen a tweet. by I think I seen a tweet by Rick Glazer saying that, yeah, man, you know, that was a good combination by Mendoza, but Fendora quit. He could have got up. I said that man didn't quit. That man head bounced off the canvas. All right, the internet doing the same thing again. So let's go back to where we was at. The man head bounced off the canvas. If you never got punched in the ring before and your head bounced off the canvas, who am I to say that another man quit? He could have continued on. Your head wasn't the one that was bouncing off the goddamn canvas. I think he set up like at count 6. Like count 6, that man wasn't all the way together. For me to even say some shit like that, you know, oh, he could have got up. How the hell you know he could have got up? You get what I'm saying? Shit, that man head bounced off the goddamn canvas, man. Shit, how the hell I'm gonna say what another man could have done? All right, anyways, my internet key going back and forth. Shout out to Lisa Bell's in the building. He said, I literally thought about Sergio Martinez and Paul Williams. Yeah. Sergio Martinez, Sergio and Paul Williams. Let's get into the show. Will Devin Haney, and you heard the title correctly. Will Devin Haney be brave enough? Will Devin Haney be brave enough to take on Shakur Stevenson? I said that right. Some people gonna feel some type of way the way I titled this show. I don't care. This is not about your feelings. You know what? Every time it's my camera doing this here. So I don't know what it is with the internet today. When I turn the camera on, it starts looking fuzzy and stuff. So I'm gonna just leave it off for today. Anyway, the day we gonna rock without the camera today, guys. I don't know why it's doing this, but sorry about that. But anyways, so damn, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was gonna say, dog. Damn, I forgot. I forgot just that damn quick. Anyways, shout out to Jamie Rivera. What'd you say if me say, Coach? That was a devastating KO, bro. Yeah, well, it was a devastating KO. And his head bounced off the mat. So since his head bounced off the mat, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that's what it was. I was reading my opening statements. So after thoroughly dominating Yoshino, Shakur Stevenson immediately said after the fight that he wants Devin Haney. He also said that he's willing to wait and see if the other top 135 pounders will call his name out for a fight. Now, of course, he's going to be waiting a long goddamn time. He's going to be waiting like people waiting on Jesus to come back from 2,000 years ago. Because guess what? It ain't happening. So Shakur Stevenson's skill set, in my opinion, is a problem for the 135-pound division. In other words, he's not an easy win. Cruz was mandated to fight, was mandated, by the WBC to fight Shakur Stevenson in a WBC title eliminator. This fight that we just saw between Shakur Stevenson and Yoshino was supposed to be Shakur Stevenson and Aesop Pitbull Cruz. But Aesop Pitbull Cruz say, hell to the no. I don't want none of that smoke, right? That's what he said. And he bowed out, removed himself from the mandate. Then Shakur Stevenson reached out to, who else he reached out to? So let me see. Aesop Cruz was mandated, yada, 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 but he turned the fight down. Then Shakur reached out to William Zepeda. I think that's William Zepeda in the lightweight division, right? But his team said maybe we can take that fight later on down the line. Then Shakur reached out to George Kamboso's Killer Cam is what I sarcastically called him, but there's nothing killer about him at all. George Kamboso, we're going to call him back to what he called himself, Ferocious Kambosis. Ferocious Kambosis, but Ferocious Kambosis said, nah, that's okay. I passed, kid. I don't made enough money fighting Devin Haney in the past 2 fights. We'll get it later on down the line, right? So with 3 opponents ducking the smoke, yes, I said it, ducking the smoke with Shakur, he had to settle for who was available. And that means Yoshino from Japan. So I want to keep everything in its proper context. If you don't like the opponent that Shakur fought Aesop Cruz. Y'all said Pitbull was a killer, right? Y'all said because he went 12 rounds with Tank, he was a monster, he was this, he was that, yada, 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 yada. You know, the typical whoever fight Tank Davis, we're going to hype him up and make him seem like he's a killer when he's not. I get the media propaganda. I do get it, right? But that's what they said, right? The question is this. So he asked for Devin Haney. So the question is this. If Devin Haney can beat Lomachenko, and the question is still if, you know what I mean? Because according to Bob Arum, Lomachenko is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. He's better than Ali, Ray Robinson, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? According to Bob Arum. But he must be smoking some of the stickiest of the icky. And I mean that. And I say that disrespectfully.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
He must be smoking some of that good gas. I think he live in California. So yeah, he's smoking some of that good Cali weed out there, man. I heard they got some of the stickiest of the icky out there. Anyways. Now, if the question is this, if Haney can beat Lomachenko, will he give Shakur Stevenson a title shot? Shakur Stevenson fought on the WBC title eliminator, so that means he will become the mandatory to fight for that strap, that WBC strap that Devin Haney currently holds, right? Now, what do you guys think about the potential or a potential Shakur versus Devin matchup? Do you guys think that Bill Haney will advise his son to fight Shakur Stevenson after he beats Lomachenko, especially since Bill said that we're not moving up to 140 pounds, we're going to stay at 135-pound division. So if you are the champ, you have all of the belts, and you make a decision to stay in the weight division, guess what? There are responsibilities that come with being the undisputed champion. And what are the responsibilities? You must defend your titles against any and all comers. That's how it always been. In the gladiator days, in the ancient Roman days, in the gladiator days, you know, you had to defend your title against all comers. Will Tank Davis fight Shakur Stevenson? I highly doubt that. Will Ryan Garcia? Nah, he gonna move up to 140. He gonna be like, nah, I don't want none of that. That boy gonna be a problem. And for those who said he ain't fought nobody, he did what he's supposed to do. I totally agree with that. He did what he was supposed to do. But guess what? Why don't you have those guys who are somebody in that weight division step up and fight him? Pretty sure we won't be seeing that anytime soon. I can doubt that. I seriously believe that. Now, before we start the show, we've been rating for 14 minutes. I would like to thank. Today is Sunday, right? So some people would like to thank Jesus for the resurrection. They say he died on the cross, and they put him in the tomb for 3 days, and he rose on the 3rd day. So, you know, some people are in church right now, or their religious temples, or wherever they at, the synagogue, and they praising and being thankful for the resurrection day, right? Well, over here, you know what I mean? You know, I got that PBC contract. So since you guys know I do have that PBC contract, I'm not allowed to give credit to Jesus or any other deity around the world. You know, even though today is Easter Sunday, I must give thanks to my Lord and Savior, Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta do like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, shout out to Chris White. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received. Playtime's over, boy.
He said they put Haney and Shakur off until they at 147. That's probably 3-4 years from now. And you know what? I don't know. Who I don't know when you say they. I do say that. No, Bob Bam didn't say that. He said that, hey, you know, if Devin Haney was to stay at 135, then that would be the fight to make. We want to make Shakur and Devin Haney, you know, if we can. But he don't believe that they're going to stay at 135. He believes he's going to move up to 140. You know, 140. That's what he believes. You get what I'm saying? So you know, I know I get it. I do get it. You get what I'm saying? But hopefully we'll see what's up. We'll see how that play out. You get what I'm saying? But shout out to Chris White. I appreciate the super chat, fam. It is what it is. You know what, man? I seen this before. I'm gonna break it down.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shakur Stevenson is going to have a problem. His problem is going to be that he's going to get a lot of hate from fans. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I seen this movie before. I saw it with Pernell Whitaker. Sometimes when you're a once in a generation lifetime type of talent, you're going to have hard time getting fights. And when you do get those great fights, you make those guys who's supposed to be great look like they really ain't much of nothing. I saw when Pernell fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He was an underdog in that fight. They thought Chavez was going to knock him out. He literally beat the brakes off of Chavez, and Chavez couldn't even hit him. Chavez couldn't hit him. And, you know, I know it might make some people mad. I really don't give a damn. And they said it was a draw. When I say they, I mean the judges. Old Don King judges. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony Boswell. What's happening, fam? It is what it is. And then, you know, people like Larry Merchant started hating on Pernell Whitaker. And I say that, and I'm saying that because he always had criticism of Pernell. You know, yada, 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 blah. Like literally this dude has a guy standing in front of him. The guy threw 15 punches. He landed 1. And Pernell threw 10 punches and landed 13. And you're saying that he's running. He's literally standing in front of the guy and the guy can't hit him. Well, he needs to stop moving around and stop being slick in the pocket, you know, and he needs to get hit a couple times. We need to see if he can take a punch. Man, you'll be a goddamn fool. True. And then remember, so anyways, we're going to be going back and forth and back. As a matter of fact, let me write this down because, you know, my ADD don't kick in, so I don't want to be all over the place. So we're talking about Shakur right now and Haney. Then we're going to talk about Keyshawn. Write all this down. And then we're going to talk about, we see Jared Miller. We seen Jared Anderson. Sorry about that. Big baby. That ain't really nothing to talk about, to be honest with you. Then we saw Fundora. Saw what happened to him. He got laid out. And then Bam Rodriguez. Just want to make sure I don't forget. Because you guys know my ADD. You guys know my ADD be kicking in. I'll cover 10 subjects at one goddamn time. You know what I mean? You know how that is, man. So anyways, this here is, since today Easter, I want to send the ops a special, you know, I'm in a good mood today, ops. I want to send the ops a very special Easter message from my dog, Rock.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
New Era Boston said David James and Frank Martin would pick Keyshawn apart, in my opinion. You know what, New Era Boston? Also, now I don't know about Derrick James because Derrick James is not going to get in the ring and fight. So I don't know about that. But as it relates to Frank Martin, guess what? I don't want it to be an opinion. I want it to be a fact. And guess what? When Keyshawn finished that fight last night, he didn't say Frank Martin's name, but he called Errol Smith out. He said, look, to those guys that's on the other side of the street, he said, Errol, he said, make that fight. He said, I want to fight your boy next. You know what I mean? And we knew he was talking about Frank Martin. So what we need to do, we need to make that fight happen. So Frank Martin, according to you, my brother, Frank Martin can pick Frank Martin can pick Keyshawn Davis apart. That's what we need to do. We need to make that happen. But me and you both know that ain't happening. We know that ain't happening. Doggone Errol Spence and Al Heyman, them ain't stupid. They ain't stupid. They ain't doing that. They ain't gonna do that. We ought to know that. That ain't how that works. We know that. We're not gonna see any of those fights more than likely. You know what I mean? Shout out to Casino Light Prayer. He said, this is America. Shout out to Casino. What's going on, fam? He said, Davis is a real problem. Yes, he is. And you know something I noticed about Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson? When I saw Keyshawn fighting boxing yesterday, I thought I was looking at Terrence Crawford. And I saw some of the things that Shakur does and Keyshawn was doing yesterday, like that little half step hop when they closing the distance and they walking you down and he do that half step little hop to get closer and he started angling you in the pocket and he shoot the jab straight to the solar plex. You know, Crawford does that. I say, damn, these dudes just I mean from the footwork to how they fight on the inside. I'm like, man, god damn, bro. And you could just tell I saw it. That's what I saw. You know, that's what I saw yesterday. And you could tell he's influencing them a lot, especially Keyshawn. He's influencing them a lot. Of course, they're younger and they seem to be a lot faster than Crawford. They got some hell of a speed. But another thing is, you know, they have their timing is impeccable. It's their timing. The way they time their shots, the way they see punches coming at them before it get there, and then get out of the way of the return fire. It's like, bro, them two young jitterbugs a problem, bro. Listen, like I ain't seen nothing, bro. Them jitterbugs a problem. Them jitterbugs is a problem. Marquis says Shushu is a better prospect than Keyshawn. I mean, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with your opinion, Marquis. You know what I mean? That's your opinion. But them dudes, them jitterbugs, let me tell you something, boy. Top Rank got some jitterbugs, boy. Top Rank got some jitterbugs, dog. Top Rank got some jitterbugs. Hey, what to say, fam? You said I would like to see you was talking about Shushu and what the other guy name? Jahi Tucker. The only thing about Jahi Tucker got some holes in his game. And I know that people who are fans of Jahi Tucker probably won't admit that. They don't want to say that. But Jahi got holes in his game. The holes he have in his game is defensively. He's going to have to do a lot better than he did his last fight. His last fight was phenomenal, but he was getting hit with shots. You know, he was trying to play hero ball, trying to prove something, and he was getting hit too much clean. So it's okay to be in the pocket, but you got to know how to slip. You got to know how to hit and not get hit in the pocket while imposing your will on your opponent. You know what I mean? And I don't see that from Jahi as of yet. I'm just being honest with you. I don't see that from Jahi as of yet. You get what I'm saying? So he got some things he need to work on as related to that from a defensive standpoint. But defensively, boy, them boys gonna be a problem, dog. Them boys gonna be a problem.
True.
Boy, let me tell you something. Doggone Bob M got a Tommy gun over there in the 135-pound division. Listen. When it comes to signing young black fighters, when it comes to signing all of those young black fighters, bro, and the Puerto Rican fighters like Shakur and bro, let me tell you something. Bob M had got a Tommy gun over there.
True.
But you said what you say about Bob, boy, but Bob know how to sign them, bro. And listen, he has a track record from. Well, he said Muhammad Ali chose him. He learned how to become a really good promoter from Ali. That's what Bob. I got the interview when he said it. But Bob M have a track record, bro. But Bob have a track record, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. But he got some. Boy, Lord have mercy. Shout out to Jaden. For dropping that half for bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Pro Haney channels are going to be very quiet if he decides to fight Shakur. Shakur probably going to be the best fighter of his generation. You know, he kind of reminds me of a young Floyd mixed with Crawford. You know, the thing is when we give these young fighters a lot of praise and they look really, really good comparison to the people who he fought. But I'm not going by what he did last night. I'm even going by how he fought Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez ain't no walk in the park. And he made it look easy when he fought Oscar Valdez. He made it look very easy. And Oscar Valdez ain't no walk in the park. What I'm saying, so you get what I'm saying, Jaden? But yeah, man, you can see. I definitely don't really see the Floyd Mayweather in them, but I really see Crawford in them. Because a young Floyd. Now, the one thing you might say from a young Floyd that they might have got speed. Floyd Mayweather hand speed was on another level. Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, that dude was so fast, dog. I mean, really though.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Bro, when Floyd Mayweather was young, Pretty Boy Floyd, that dude was so fast. Floyd would literally hit you 7, 8, 9, 10 times before you can even land one punch. That dude was that good. Floyd was so good. Let me tell you something. Pretty Boy Floyd was so good that this is my opinion. And you know, and I got people who love what's the name of Letterman? Larry Letterman, or what I think of the Letterman, or whatever the case may be. They loved him. Guess what? He started hating on Floyd. Oh, Floyd, well, when are you really gonna fight somebody? Yada 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 yada. And they started saying, he doesn't, brother, we want you to sit in the ring and trade, and you gotta. And listen, what's the name? Letterman. I think that's the name, Harry Letterman, or whatever his name is, right? Bro, listen, he did it with Roy Jones. He did it with Floyd, Pernell Whitaker, James Toney. Hey, boy, oh yeah, Larry Merchant. That's the name, Larry Merchant. Yeah, that's the name, Merchant. I got Larry and Letterman mixed together. But anyway, yeah, Larry Merchant. Yeah, the old Larry Merchant, boy. Boy, I don't care what nobody say, boy. That was a hating sapsucker right there, boy. Boy, hey, Larry Merchant wasn't nothing but a hater. Hey, shout out to Dragon Leg dropping that $2 super chat. He said, "What if Shakur have to fight Keyshawn for titles?" Well, both of them gotta get titles first. But if Shakur, that's gonna be later on down the line. To be honest with you, Shakur is Keyshawn Davis is a prospect, so he has less than 10 fights. So if they fight each other, that's going to be years later on down the line. You're talking about one guy that's not a prospect, that's a 2-division world champion, and is at his third weight division. And he's a WBC mandatory, will become that to fight for the title, fight for the WBC title versus the guy who has 8 fights. So when you say what if, that what if probably be years later on down the line, to be honest with you. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Hey, shout out to, what did you say, fam? He said Merchant died inside when Manny got KO'd and Oscar got KO'd by that body shot. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Just a whole bunch of, so Floyd, because Pretty Boy Floyd used to make it look so easy. Like he'll take this when you know you are a generational fighter. When you fight top guys who are killers or bad boys, and when you fight top guys and you beat them easily, that's when motherfuckers gonna start hating on you. Shakur gonna start getting it. I'm finna tell you right now. They gonna turn on Shakur. He gonna start getting it. The same stuff that Devin Haney getting, he gonna get that. They gonna give it to him. I see Keyshawn getting it too. And I'm just being honest with you. I've seen this before. And then that's when they started hating that's when it turned to slick black fighters. That's when that came. When they started hating slick black fighters. Slick black fighter just mean you know how to fight in the pocket, hit and don't get hit. And you beat competition very easily. Then I remember Friday when Jared from Baltimore called, we was talking about Fendora. I'm pivoting to Fendora for a minute. And I said, look, man, that dude ain't got no defense. And he likes eating punches with his face. He said, yeah, coach, but, someone like Shakur is good, but Fendora, he has a fan-friendly style. I say fan-friendly style meaning you want to see motherfuckers trade punches like Rocky. You hit me, I hit you. Fan-friendly style. And I said, that dude gonna mess around and get knocked out. What happened yesterday? That fan-friendly style, that Fendora have so much, I said, he's not defensively sound. I say this man is 6'7" tall. He has a 97-inch arm reach. Literally, he can sit in his corner, reach to the other side of the ring, and he can touch his opponent from his corner to the other corner. That's how long his arms is, and he don't use his reach as for his advantage. He negates his reach by coming on the inside, trying to fight a smaller man's fight game. That's what I said. And I betted $100 on Mendoza because my brother, shout out to Coach Eddie. I should break bread with Coach Eddie because I'm gonna bet $100 on it, and I did. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What did he say? He said, is Mendoza ready for a Jamel coach? Yeah, he ready. He a professional fighter. He is now the WBC mentor. Well, he might be that. He's in that position. Yeah, he ready. He ready. Shit, he ready. Shit. But a lot of people was questioning, was he ready for Fundora? We saw what he did to Fundora. Now, Fundora was winning the fight. Not going to sit here and lie to you. He was winning the fight. But lo and behold, that fan-friendly style got his chin checked.
True.
See. They don't like fighters who have defense. A lot of these guys, they don't like fighters who have defense. I don't want you to have defense. I want you to fight a fan-friendly style. Let's see if you can take a nice uppercut. Oh, he got rocked. He almost went down, but he came up. What a warrior. I'm telling you, Shakur, I'm telling you right now, if you ever see this show, brother, they're gonna turn on you. I've been watching this a long time. They're gonna turn on you, dog. They're gonna hate the hell out of you in the next couple of days. I promise you that. I promise you that. He's running. No, he didn't run. He's sitting in the pocket. Yeah, he's sitting in the pocket, but he's still kind of running in the pocket. How can you run in the pocket? Well, I don't like the way he slipped that shot and landed 3-4 punches and then slipped 2 more shots and got out of the way. I don't like that. He doesn't have a fan-friendly style. They're going to start saying that with Shakur. Watch what I tell you.
True.
Watch what I tell you. I'm dead ass here. I've seen this already. Hey, let's get the lights up, man. We got almost 300 people in here, man. Unless we need 115 more lights. Okay, I want to open up the phone lines, but I want to get the lights up first. I just talk to the people in the chat till we get the lights up. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, yeah. I want to see that. James Aaron, what did he say? He said, I got Dev by a 16-14 decision. Well, hopefully, brother, we can see that fight. And that'll be an easy fight. That'll be an easy fight to make because both of them are signed to Top Rank. Both of them are signed to Top Rank. So they're on the same side of the street. Shout out to Fundora. Say Fundora was not rolling with his punches on the inside at all. He never does. Yeah, I spoke about Rafael. I spoke about this Friday. I said he don't roll. Boxing Gyms was in the chat. I said he don't even roll with his shots. That dude literally, like, Fundora has the worst style to have in boxing when you are that tall. Like, literally. Yeah, what remember what I said Friday? I said, dog, you know the fight I want to see? I want to see Fundora fight Tim Tszyu. Remember I said that? I said Tim Tszyu will knock him out. Jared was like, I don't know, coach. I mean, Fundora, his style is fan-friendly, and on the inside, he can do this and do that. I said, yeah, but he ain't got no defense. He don't know how to roll with his shots. He don't know how to parry. You know what I mean? He don't slip and counter. He don't do none of that. He literally just try to overwhelm you with offense and his size on the inside. He negates his strengths for being a 6'7" tall junior middleweight, and he got a 97-inch arm reach. Literally, he has a 17-inch. He has a 17, 18-inch arm reach advantage over the opponent, and he negates that by coming on the inside trying to fight like he 5'2". He totally ignored all of that. I wonder what he has to say now. Because I was right. I was dead right. I know this shit. Shout out to Derek Choice. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said they say Shakur don't have enough power to deal with Tank, but Shakur has enough power. He said you have to respect. Yeah. I listen. You know what I say? You right about all that. He ain't got enough power to do none of that. So why don't we see him and Tank get together and fight each other? They say everything, but let's fight.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
And power is so overrated in boxing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you have a fighter that has a skill set of a Shakur, young Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and stuff like that, when they fought those power punches, guess what? They made those power punches look so ordinary. Dog, you ain't gonna land that shit on me. That shit you were knocking them other niggas out with.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
You ain't gonna land that shit on me. You ain't gonna hit me with that. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally. Nah, yeah, dog, you ain't gotta worry about it. Oh, you like doing that left hook, that straight, that left hook. Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about landing that. I ain't gonna even beat up, dog, I ain't gonna even beat up for that shot. I can promise you that. You get what I'm saying? So, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll get those fights, but I ain't holding my breath on that shit. He said Devin versus Loma is the last fight in his current top-ranked contract. Yeah, but there's speculation that he's going to re-sign. There's speculation that Devin is going to re-sign. You know what I mean? There's speculation that Devin is going to re-sign with Top Rank, and there's speculation that he's going to drop the belts and move up to 140. But Bill Haney said that they're not moving up to 140. Bill said they're going to stay at 135. So I hope like hell that Bill Haney keeps his word and him and his son stay at 135, but they stay at 135. You know what I mean? We got some good fights we can get down there. We got some good fights we can get down there. Because I don't foresee the Haneys, I mean the Haneys and the Shakur Stevensons fighting a Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia, because I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen, and you already hear it right now with Leonard Ellaby. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you hear it now. I'm gonna let you hear it now. Cause Leonard, and remember, I told you guys already. I said Leonard gonna be talking about, hey, well, you gotta be realistic, and we're the A side, and Tank is a star, and he really don't need those other guys, and so you ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta believe me. Guess what? I got the receipts.
And I'm gonna put this out there just because
I got the receipts. I got the receipts. As a matter of fact, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You know me, boy. I got the receipts, boy. Shout out to my dog, Booger Ray. Shout out to Booger Ray. As a matter of fact, and I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. But shout out to my dog, Booger Ray. Happy Easter to everybody.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Yeah. So, just happy. That's a happy Easter for everybody, happy Easter. So anyway, so shout out to my dog, Booger Ray telling you what the lick is already, baby boy. I told y'all, I know my dog, Booger Ray. I know Booger Ray. Me and Booger Ray like this here. I talk to him like, I really don't talk to him, but that's neither here nor there. But right now, my dog Booger Ray, I know my dog Booger Ray. He is consistent. Do y'all want to hear what Booger Ray have to say? If you have any hopes of a Devontae Tank Davis, and I told you guys he didn't leave for Mayweather, he's still with Mayweather. If Devontae Tank Davis fighting a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, matter of fact, I'm finna kill your dream. Any hope you have of that? Anybody who have any hope of seeing something like that go down, I can damn near promise you, boy. I got a receipt right here. Shout out to Fight Hype too. I think Fight Hype got this here. I got a receipt right here. I told you they gonna start talking about A side, B side. My fighter's a star. Well, he don't have to do this and he don't have to do that, and and yada 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 yada. Oh, that's Fight Hub. That's Fight Hub. So I want y'all to see this now. I told y'all. I know this shit. I know this. I know my dog Booger Ray. I know Booger Ray like the back of my hand. That's my dog. We go way back. I mean, I ain't never met him. We don't know each other, but it is what it is. That's my dog Booger Ray. You know what I mean? That's my dog Booger Ray. Dog. I'm one of the best massagers in boxing. No one gives a man a massage better than Booger Ray Leonard, boy. Booger Ray, boy, and he takes pride in his job, and that's what I like about my dog Booger Ray. He does take pride in his job. Shout out to Booger Ray. Now, I want you guys to hear this. Hear what my dog had to say. Y'all want to hear what my dog had to say? Booger Ray, talk to him.
And I'm gonna put this out there, just because you have belts, that don't make you an A side. But sometimes people get, you know what I mean. It's like this. Belts or no belts, Tank is that dude. You know what I mean. And so when it comes to, people don't understand like how that kind of stuff works. But at the highest level, this is how it goes. It's like Aaron was strategic in setting that whole thing up there for his guys.
Okay. Talk to him, Booger Ray.
A bunch of lightweights, guys are coming up. So in his mindset, like any other promoter would do, I'm not knocking what he did. He's going to do everything he possibly can to keep that over right there with his guys, to give them opportunity. The fuck is he going to go try to make a deal? He's going to go try to make a deal. Well, he can't offer us no deal anyway. Try to make a deal.
Hey, y'all heard Booger Ray? He said, hey, check this out. Hey, James, did y'all hear what Booger Ray say? He said, Hey, Lisa, hey, Lisa, you hear this, Lisa? Lisa, did you hear this? He say, you know, what the fuck does Bob looking like trying to make a deal? Well, he can't offer us no deal anyways. Hey, Lisa, he let you know already. Look, even if you offer us a deal, you can't offer us no deal anyways. Hey, he's shooting that down off the rip. Lisa, he's shooting that down off the rip. Now, shout out to my dog Booger Ray, man. Shout out to Booger Ray, man. And herein lies the problem. Herein lies the problem, man. Shout out to my dog Booger Ray.
I'm gonna go try to make a deal where he can't offer with his guys to get them off. He's gonna do everything he possibly can to keep that over right there with his guys to give them opportunity. The fuck is he gonna go try to make a deal? Gonna go try to make a deal where he can't offer us no deal anyway. Go try to make a deal for something that ain't for a bunch of money to even tempt him to go do that. No, he's trying to build his young fighters up there, you know. And as it relates to this is kind of funny, and I'm gonna put this out there too. It's gonna piss some people off, but Bob Arum don't even think he's the best fighter in the stable.
He being who? He being Devin Haney?
Yeah, he don't.
Hey, you heard that? Hey, y'all heard that? Doggone, but Booger Ray said that Bob Arum, hey, shout out to Jack Hernandez. Dropping out quarter over. Bam, double your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, shout out to Jack Hernandez. Salute you, sis. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, I'm just saying though.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, so Booger Ray say, well, he got almost no deal anyway. That right there, I said, oh my God, oh man, God damn, Booger Ray. One thing I will say about my dog. My dog consistent. Booger Ray Leonard is consistent. He is the most consistent. Booger Ray consistent now. He is consistent. I got to give him that now. I got to give him that. How many lights we got? See how many lights we got? Because I want to open up these phone lines. My dog Booger Ray, he is consistent now. He consistent. So yeah, we need 120 more likes. We need 120 more likes. Hey, so yo, yeah, he is consistent now. One thing about Booger Ray, he consistent. He gonna let you know. Look, it is what it is. I love Booger Ray, boy. Hey, shout out to Shad. What did he say? He said Booger Ray need to show Bob more respect because he got him out that trunk allegedly. Hey, look here, man. Listen. You hit the nail right on the head, Shad. Booger, if it wasn't for Bob Arum, Booger Ray would be sleeping with the fishes right now. If it wasn't for Bob Arum, Booger Ray would be sleeping with the fishes. He would be taking a dirt nap right now if it wasn't for Bob Arum. When James Prince sent them goons, allegedly, gotta say allegedly. when James Prince, the boss of Mob Ties, when Floyd Mayweather tried to leave, try to not honor his contract with James Prince and have that last fight at a certain time, at a certain date. You know what I mean? Because I think he owed Jay Prince one more fight under the management deal or something like that. And Floyd and I think that he sort of had a fight by a certain fight date, and it didn't happen. And he tried to renege. When Floyd Mayweather tried not to pay Jay Prince that money. So allegedly, they said that he sent some goons to Bob Arum's training facility in Vegas. And they say they had no threw the janitor in the closet, locked the janitor in the closet, and threw away the key. And they said they had no kidnap, allegedly. They had no took my dog Booger Ray Leonard. They put a bag over his head and hog-tied him, and threw him in the trunk. But they was gonna do him like they did on Golden and Mac. They threw him in the trunk with some rats, and Floyd Mayweather ran for his life. And guess what? Floyd Mayweather wasn't feeling pro-black that day. He wasn't feeling like a revolutionary that day, Lisa. And he had to go to the white man. And when he went to the white man, Bob Arum, this is what he said. He said, oh, Bob, oh my God, Bob. What's wrong, Floyd? What's wrong, Floyd? God damn it, why you crying like a little bitch? Oh, Bob, they got Leonard. Oh, Bob, they got Leonard. What are you talking about? Who got Leonard? Where is Leonard? Oh my God, Jay Prince. Like I said before, I owe them one more fight. I owe them one more fight under my management deal, and and I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, but he sent some goons. Where are the goons, Floyd? They're at your gym. God damn it, they're at my gym. Yes, it's blood everywhere. Where does the blood come from? Does it come from sparring, Floyd? No, not sparring. They was kicking ass. They kicked everybody's ass. They pistol whipped everybody, and they took Leonard. They threw him in the trunk. Oh, well, Floyd, don't worry about it, Floyd. We'll take care of James Prince. No, he said he needed his money right now. He wanted wired. Tell him I give him a check. How much you owe him? Owe him $600,000. $600,000. Yes, please, Bob. Please, you gotta say Booger Ray. You gotta say Leonard. Oh my God, Leonard is crying. Oh my God. Floyd, you don't need Leonard. I got a bunch of tenderonis over here at Top Rank. They're really good at rubbing your nipples and rubbing your chest. Only thing Leonard did was rub your nipples and your chest in between rounds. You don't need him to do that. I have a bunch of big booty Judies, bow-legged Cams. You know what I mean? I got that deep cock coochie chick that that I just hired. I got a whole lot for you. Don't worry about it. No, Bob. Please save Leonard. No one can rub my chest like him. No one rubs the nipples like him. He keeps them kind of perked up. Please, Bob, please. All right, God damn it, I'll do it for you. Now I'm gonna take it out of your check. Your next fight, the money that I promised you was gonna get paid, you're gonna subtract the $600,000 with interest. Oh, okay, Bob. Whatever it takes to get Booger Ray back. Now that's what they say now. So Booger Ray Leonard owe a debt of gratitude to Bob M. If it wasn't for Bob, Booger Ray would be sleeping with the fishes right now.
True.
Allegedly.
True.
Now, I'm just saying now, that's what I heard now. I wasn't there. That's what I heard though. That's what I heard now. Floyd had an opportunity to have some lovely tenderonis giving him massages in between rounds. He turned down the opportunity to get the tenderonis because Leonard was that valuable to him. So that's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to, you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what I heard. Now, I wasn't there. That's what I heard. According to sources.
True.
According to sources.
True.
Booger Ray was very valuable at that time for the money team. He was very valuable at that time, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So I would think that Booger Ray Leonard, because Bob M, the white man, saved your life. So since the white man saved your life, I would think that that's one white guy that you should never, ever say anything bad about, because if it was for him paying that so-called ransom money, allegedly, you know what I mean? According to sources, I'm not sure it is, but, that's what I'm hearing. I wasn't there. But, if it wasn't for that white man, you wouldn't be conducting this interview right now with Fight Hub TV. That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? So now, I don't think we're going to get those fights. It's going to be, and remember Steve Kim wrote a lovely article on it. It's going to be the same old. Promoters don't want to split the pot. I mean, these promoters, they will do cross-promotional fights. But they're not going to do cross-promotional fights for the most part if it's a fight that's very, very high risk. You get what I'm saying? And it's one of their star fighters. We saw what happened with Deontay Wilder. They did the cross-promotional fight. One of their star fighters, Deontay Wilder, and Wilder was carrying the PBC on his back at that time. You saw what happened. They thought, they tried that. They tried that with a 6'9" gypsy. From the UK, and you saw what happened.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying now, First fight was a draw. Deontay. Yeah. What's up?
To this day.
Yeah, what's up? Hey man, look here, man. Deontay, listen, man. That was you got by the skin of your teeth right there. Listen, that first fight, man, it was a draw. I think we should let that go. No, listen, Al, look here, man. You don't work for me. I work. I don't work for you. You work for me. Listen, we need to get that. Hey, Shelly, come here. I want to get Fury again in the ring. I want to baptize him. I want to baptize that boy. because he needs to understand this. I sees these things, man. I sees these things, and I understands these things. And so what y'all need to do, y'all need to make that fight happen ASAP, man. Deontay, I don't think we should go down that path. 6'9". I mean, some are arguing that you lost the first fight, and he was coming off the couch on coke and all that stuff there. I'm not sure you look here. I want that fight. Look here, Shelly. Let me tell you something. I want that fight right now.
To this day.
I want that fight
To this day.
right now. Really though.
True.
All right, Deontay, we'll put together the second fight, see what happens. I'm gonna knock his ass out. And that old sellout Uncle Tom, Radio Raheem, you know what I mean? Who don't understand that our people been fighting for 400 years, and he act like he don't understand what we talking about.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we gonna go ahead and do that there, right? And they did that, so we know what happened with that. Now, what I'm on? Oh yeah, we talked about Keyshawn. We're gonna get back to Keyshawn. Big Baby Anderson, he did his thing. It's really nothing to talk about with Big Baby. He ain't fight nobody. He fought a guy that showed up, didn't want to fight. The guy he fought was outmatched, overly classed. And Big Baby just pretty much beat him with the jab for the most part. Just jabbed him to death in the southpaw stance. And Buddy was trying to get away. He cut the ring guard very well. There's really nothing much to talk about that fight. Big Baby did say that he's ready to fight the top guys, and he said he is that guy. So if he say he that guy, see, my thing is once a fighter get a certain level. Now, of course, Bob Arum has to make a business decision. He's not going to throw this young prospect going in there right now. So, but I think, yeah, I want to see what he got. He said he ready. You know what I mean? Like R. Kelly, seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. Yeah, he said he's ready. So we're going to find out what's going on. We're going to find out what's going on with that. Now, as it relates to Fundora, there's really not much to talk about. He was winning the fight and he got knocked out. Kind of like Coach Eddie said from the ATL, kind of like what he said. He got knocked out. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Fundora is going to have something he needs to work on defensively. Fundora has to know how to work his jab, keep fighters on the outside of his jab, and then when they try to come inside, drop that right hand on him. He's going to need to learn that. He's going to have to utilize his 17-inch arm reach that he have over 99% of his opponents. He's going to have to know how to utilize that 17-inch arm reach and stop getting on the inside, fighting to the strengths of other fighters. You're not going to be able to overwhelm people with your size and fight them on the inside all the time. We saw that last night. He got timed. He was throwing a left hook while pulling out. It was close while backing up, throwing the left hook, left his chin all up in the air, and doggone Mendoza caught him. Bap! Caught him with that left hook. He went to staggering on them Bambi legs. When Fundora got hit with that left hook and got rocked, you know how like a wildebeest or a horse have a baby, and as soon as they have the baby trying to stand up, and this their first time coming out the womb, and they trying to stand up, and they go to like shaking a little bit and don't have their balance on them Bambi legs. That's what he looked like last night. Really though.
True.
Blocking, and I said this Friday, blocking punches with it. I say he like to eat punches with his face. That's what he like to do. He don't know how to roll with shots. He don't slip and counter. Like literally, how are you that damn tall and you do not fight? You don't have an elite jab. You literally negate everything that's your advantage. Hey, shout out to Ron J. What did he say? He said Fundora has no defense or head move. Have no defense or head movement. But guess what? He got a fan-friendly style.
True.
Boys, what I said Friday when Jerry called here. I said that fan-friendly style gonna get his ass knocked the fuck out. And that's exactly what happened too. He got knocked the fuck out. Head bounced off the canvas. And shout out to Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer said, yeah, man, I think he should have, he tapped out. He quit. No, he ain't tap out. He ain't quit. That motherfucker head bounced off the canvas. Shit, we wasn't in there taking them punches. We didn't get hit with that 3-punch combination, and then the head hit the goddamn canvas, and I bounced off of my brain shaking in my skull. We didn't go through that. Shit. You get what I'm saying? Shit, you get what I'm just saying though. Shit, how can I say? Hey, shout out to my sister Fee on the 2 feet. What's going on, sis? How can I tell a man he quit after seeing a devastating knockout like that? His head bounced off the canvas. I can't say he quit. Shout out to DT3, the Boom Man. Salute, fam. Shit, that man ain't motherfucking quit. Shit, he got up at I think he sat up on the count 6 or 7. You know what I mean? He was done. He was done. Shit, I mean, he ain't want no more. You know what I mean? He didn't want no more shit. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him all. Shit, I'm like, man, that man probably was concussed. That man was probably concussed, man. You know what I mean? Shit, anybody got time to be motherfucker trying to please some niggas on the internet? Yeah, he should have got back up and fought like a warrior. Yeah, that warrior shit what got his ass knocked out.
True.
So let me get this straight. The fighter who hits and don't get hit, that's not a fair friendly. Yeah, we want to see you sit in there and take one. You got to see, can you take? You got to give one to take one and take one to give one. We want to see that. No. We want to see you get in there, put your chin out there. Let me see, can you? You know what? They've been watching too many. I can tell when I hear fans talk like that. I said they've been watching too many Rocky movies.
True.
I said, yeah, hey, we need 54 more likes. 54 more likes. I open up the phone lines. I said, yeah, they've been watching too many Rocky movies. They've been watching too many Rocky. I can tell. You can tell them boxing fans that watched a whole lot of Rocky. You can tell them boxing fans that watched a whole lot of Rocky. You get what I'm saying? You know, they really that's what they want to see. They you know what? They really want to see.
You're a disgrace to this sport. Shut up, old man. You that chump that know where to come from. Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance. The way you've been ducking is the disgrace. If he ain't no coward, why don't he fight me then?
The way you been ducking is a disgrace. Oh, this, you know what I mean? Hey, get that while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Get that while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
And you can tell the one who been watching too many Rocky movies. You know who had a fan friendly style too? Doggone Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti he's a warrior. Oh, look at him, Arturo Gatti, he's a warrior. Every time Arturo Gatti was a real live Rocky for real. Every time Arturo Gatti fought, face bleeding, he got blood coming out his eyeballs, blood coming out his ears, blood coming out his nose, blood coming out his mouth. All all that stuff there. He got all that, right? You know, he done. Larry Merchant loved him though. Oh, he's such a warrior. Look at him. He has the heart. Look at the heart. Look at the determination. I said, this man is getting killed.
True.
I ain't the smartest guy in the world. You know, this man don't lost for half a pint of blood in this fight alone. Yeah, he's a warrior. Look at him. You know, Arturo Gatti. That's how a real man. That's how a real man fights. Yeah. Nigga, whatever.
True.
Hey, and then when Floyd Mayweather, hey Lisa, when Floyd Mayweather fought him, man, Floyd Mayweather, you know what? I don't think Arturo Gatti landed one punch in that fight. Man, listen, bro, let me tell you something. I've never seen a fighter get beat as bad as I saw, I'm saying in a modern era, then I saw Floyd beat Arturo Gatti and Roy Jones beat Vinny Pazienza. Bruh, if it was one time I thought two fighters should have went to prison, they should have just went to jail, locked them up, and throw away the key. If it was two fighters that I thought that after the fight, you know what, dog? You ain't had to beat that man like that, dog. You ain't had to beat that man like that. You did not, you know what? You ain't had to beat that man like that, dog. Matter of fact, you
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
But them were two fighters. I say, boy, Lord, I say, man, boy, let me tell you something. But anything less than Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather leaving the ring in handcuffs is anything less than that is unacceptable.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail. Take me to jail. Shit, lock me up. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Throw away the key.
Yeah, boy, let me tell you something, boy. Guess what? Oh, Floyd, Floyd, that wasn't a fan-friendly fight. You know, I mean, you know, yeah, that wasn't. I mean, that fight wasn't really. You know, you clearly was the more talented fighter. I said, what you like blood and guts and all that stuff there? Like, what more can he do? He hit the man. Listen, I think Floyd beat Arturo Gatti so bad. R.I.P. to Arturo Gatti. That listen. Literally, I think he hit that man. He was hitting that man 100 times per round. Literally. 100. And I think, was Butter McGirt training Arturo Gatti at the time? I think Butter McGirt was in the corner training, if I'm not mistaken. Literally, he hit this man 100 times per round. Floyd threw 75, 80 punches. He landed 75, 80 punches. He literally, it was target practice. The only complaint I got in that fight should have been, they should have stopped that fight. They should have been stopped that fight. The fight went on too long. He killed Arturo Gatti. And then Roy Jones was beating Vinny Paziano so doggone bad. He looked at the ref was like, look here, man, stop the fight. Stop the fight, man. I'm killing this dude. Literally, I have the feds, the Homeland Security. You know, I have the feds, Homeland Security. I got DHS. I got the FBI, the CIA, Special Forces. I got all these people outside the ring ready to lock me up because I'm killing this dude. Are you gonna stop this fight or what? The referee like, no, he's a warrior. Paziano is a warrior. You know what I mean? No, he good. Man, Roy down there knocked that dude out the ring, man. Roy killed that dude, man. He killed that dude. Guess what? They complained about that. Got a knockout. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh yeah, do we like people who get knockouts? Because there's fighters that literally knock people out, like Roy Jones and them and stuff, and they ain't do nothing but get criticized. So that's bullshit.
True.
Hey, Lisa say total mismatches. Lisa, hold up, swole up. I gotta correct that, sis. As Roy Jones said in the song, y'all must have forgot. He say, and you had the nerve to say that I ain't fought nobody. I just make them look like nobody. Y'all must have forgot. See, those dudes who Floyd fought, they was somebody when they got in the ring with him, but Floyd was so good, he made them look like nobody. And that's where the hate came. Those guys who Roy Jones Jr. fought, they was somebody. But when Roy got in the ring with him, he made him look like nobody. I'm saying that when he was in his prime. And I see the same thing that's going to happen with Shakur Stevenson. You know, when he get in the ring with these guys who's supposed to be somebody, he gonna make them look like nobody. Then he gonna get the same hate that Pernell Whitaker got, the Roy Jones got. Who else is getting that hate? Hagler got hated too. Can't forget about Hagler. He got hated too. Let's see. Who else? Man, there's a couple of fighters. I don't know. My mind went blank on all those fighters. A lot of fighters. James Soto got hate too. HBO didn't like him at all. You know. So I'm just saying my observation of it. My observation. I ain't going by what nobody else. I'm going by what I used to observe when I used to watch all of the fights and watch the telecast and the broadcast before the fight and after the fight. I remember the criticism. Trying to tell you, dog, that's what it is. It is what it is. Hey, what it say? Swat Jones, he said Square Biz. He said Roy Jones, my favorite fighter of all time. I can't even lie. He was just an amazing man in his prime. Yeah, in his prime, he was a mug. Shout out to Phil the Tool. You say Crawford. Yeah, Crawford been stopping motherfuckers. And they still say, you know, when he ain't fighting nobody, this and that, while ignoring the fact that all of the fighters that he can fight is signed to one company, you know, signed to the other company. You know, right now, we're in the wrong side of the street politics right now. I'm going to explain something to you guys as well. Bob M's such a G about his shit. He like this here. Even though Crawford had or have a lawsuit against him, I don't know if that's still going on or not. I don't have any information on that. But because Bob have been sued before they nothing. Bob don't even care. You know that you see Terrence Crawford inside of top ranked facilities. He be at their gyms in Las Vegas with Keyshawn and Shakur and all that stuff there. Do you notice that? We need 34 more likes. We need 34 more likes. Need 34 more likes. Now open up the phone lines. You notice you notice he still be at the gym with them, be at the fights in the back of the locker room. You know, you would think that, yeah, man, Bob will have an embargo out on him and won't allow him to come to the facility. Bob don't care nothing about that. Bob don't care nothing about that at all. And said he'll still be willing to work with Crawford. He don't care nothing about that at all. When you got a net worth of over 300, 400 million like Bob, like he don't care nothing about that. He don't care nothing about that at all. You get what I'm saying? Bob about money. These niggas on YouTube and on the internet, they about their feelings. Yeah, you know, yeah, man, we don't like such and such. You do know that the fighter that you're capping for and the fighter that you don't like, you do know that literally they are okay. They don't have no hatred or animosity towards each other at all. They talk on the phone, but you listen to these niggas online. These niggas online, they be all they feeling. They think because they hate the fighter that their favorite fighter hate that fighter, and that's just not the case.
True.
Shout out to Candy Slim. He said Crawford dropped the lawsuit. Do you have any receipts on that? You have any receipts on that? You must know something I don't know. You must know something I don't know. Show me the receipts on that. Anyways, shout out to L Harvey. L Harvey, what's going on, fam? L Harvey, what's going on? And what to say, Shad? You said you would think it's on site. The way people parade around on YouTube, yeah, the people parade around on. Again, I told you all this shit fake anyways. All this shit fake anyway. You know, these people parade around on YouTube, man. You know, this shit. You know, these niggas these niggas avatars and stuff like that. They probably don't have a social life in society. You know, like yeah, if you listen to these niggas on YouTube, you can't listen to this shit. Shout out to Halim. Halim, what's going on, fam? Keena, what to say? Say Devin might just want to vacate them belts and see Shakur at 140 if he beat Loma. Well, you know, according to Bill Haney, he's staying at 135. So he's staying alone for 135. So, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But I see what you said. You're just making a suggestion. You say he might want to do that. You say he might want to do that. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Swat Jones. What's going on, fam? Salute, Swat. What's happening? What's happening, fam? What you say, Shad? You say they have no Tenderoni coverage on their channels. Yeah, you know what? They don't rock with the Tenderoni. Hey, we need 27 more likes. We need 27 more likes. I'm gonna open up the phone lines right now. Cause we've been rocking over an hour. I just thought, yeah, we've been rocking a little over an hour. Let me open up the phone lines. We need 27 more likes though. Phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. Phone lines is open, man. You know, don't forget, y'all can check the merch out as well. Go to CoachMalachi.com. CoachMalachi.com. You can check the latest merch out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Halim, what's going on, fam? He said bless. He said the Juneteenth, Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, I like Josh Taylor in that fight. I like Josh Taylor in that fight. If Josh Taylor is on point, that's the key word. If Josh Taylor is on point, I like Josh Taylor. I like Josh Taylor in that fight. And this ain't no hate or shade to nobody, but I like Josh Taylor in that fight to be on point. If we get the Josh Taylor that became undisputed, yeah. I like Josh Taylor. That boy can fight. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Casino Light Prayers from Atlanta, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, Casino, talk to me, fam. Talk to me.
Man, where do I start, man? Bro, it was so many fights yesterday. I ain't even see all them shit, but bro, I ain't trying to hear that shit about Shakur ain't got no fan-friendly style, man. Shakur got a fan-friendly. He got a fan-friendly style, bro. Like, I don't know what folks looking at. That shit was good. I mean, he ain't even back up for real. Like, he was in the pocket the whole time, catching his shoes, using his distance perfectly. I'm talking about he knocked him down twice and he stopped him. Like, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I don't think Haney gonna be around 135 long, but I feel like Shakur, he gonna be there for a while, and then Tank gonna be there for a while. If Tank if Tank try to duck Shakur, bro, I'll never forgive him. Cause he can't. It ain't shit he can tell me. Like he got a fan-friendly style, bro, and the stadium looked like it was packed. Like a lot of people was there.
Oh, it was sold out.
I mean, shit, that shit was lit.
It was sold out.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
I think from what I heard, it was sold out. That bitch packed.
And Shakur, his camp, they ain't had nobody. He ain't got nobody in his camp that's beefing with Coach Calvin. He ain't got none of that shit, bro. Like, if Tank don't fight Shakur, bro, I'm not trying to even. I'm gonna start step tripping, man.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna switch teams. I'm gonna be rocking with.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a hell of a fight. But I think what I think it's gonna be Leonard Ellerbe is gonna be doing a lot of you know, he's going to be talking about the star and this and that, and the other guys looking for a
I don't
payday.
think so, Coach.
I mean, no, I think Leonard going. I think Leonard going to do that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Leonard Ellaby, that's what he going to do. I think this Ryan Garcia.
He might try that shit, but I don't think the reason. I mean, cause the reason I don't think that shit's gonna happen, bro. I'm putting some stock in everything Tank say. You know how like certain boxers, they don't really just be talking. Like Tank don't even talk much. You know what I'm saying? And he kept it all the way 100 on the Gilly the Kid interview when he was like he ain't never called nobody out and shit like that. But he said he can start doing that shit. So if he don't start doing that shit, but that shit, see, with Devin Haney, he ain't got no fan-friendly style. Like, he's boring, you know what I'm saying? So people might let that shit go. Like, I let that shit go. Like, if he don't want to fight Devin Haney, fine. But I called in before, and I said, if he don't fight Shakur, I'm not letting that shit go. Like, if he don't fight Shakur, he gonna get in a predicament. He gonna start losing his fans to Shakur. Like, you can really lose. He can lose his fans to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shakur ain't no lame nigga. He ain't no lame nigga. When he get on camera, he never say no lame shit.
Nah.
He knocking niggas down. He stopping niggas. He packing out the stadium. There's no excuse. Like, there's no excuse not to fight Shakur in my book. So I mean, if Tank do, if what you're saying is true, then this is the beginning of the end of Tank, and Shakur gonna take the spot regardless because he got the style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he got the style, and I feel like he throw more punches than Tank too. It seemed like.
Yeah, Tank. Tank don't throw a lot of punches. You know, he'll sit back and let you open yourself up, and then he'll try to start breaking you down with power shots and stuff like that.
So basically, bro, if Tank don't fight him, bro, that's not gonna be good. Like Tank, because Tank is he's a 135 pounder. That's his division.
That's
you know
his
what I'm saying? Like a lot of these niggas is passing through. Like Shakur, he's gonna end up going up too, but it's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
It's
gonna be a while.
So
he just got there. You're right.
Tank can't duck him for 3 years and it not affect Tank. Like if Tank duck him for 3 years and then Shakur gets so big that he gotta go up, but niggas not gonna be trying to hear about no Tank, bro, because the whole hood talking about Shakur, bro. Real talk. I mean, like at the barbershop, bro, everybody knows Shakur. I was talking about boxing all day yesterday when I got my hair cut. But everybody knows Shakur.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Shakur. Like, and he with Jay Prince too.
And he with Jay Prince.
I ain't gonna lie, Jay Prince know how to.
Yeah. He went Jay Prince now, and he got the mob time. He got the mob time. Bro. Yeah, Jay Prince. Hey, listen, Jay Prince have quite a few fighters over there signed the top rank. He have quite a few. He have quite a few fighters over there signed the top rank. So my thing is Jay Prince and Bob Arum have a very, very good relationship, business relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, look how many fighters Jay Prince have over there on top rank. He's managing Shakur. Who else he's managing? Big Baby Anderson. I think he was managing Jahi Tucker. I think he was he's managing Abdullah Mason. It's some more fighters. It's some more fighters he managing. But when I'm like, he got most of his fighters over there. He got most of his fighters over there.
He got a better stable. He got a better stable than Mayweather.
Yeah, he do.
I wanted to say one more thing. I wanted to speak on Fundora, man.
Go ahead.
Bro, I called in. I was like, bro, Fundora is trash. I didn't think Mendoza was going I didn't think he was going to be the one. But I've been there. I remember my exact words. I was like, he's just a freak of nature, bro. He's going to get, I said, he's going to get slept. And I said, he's not going to just get slept. He's going to get slept something bad. Yeah. I said exactly that. I was like, he's going to get slept bad. I didn't think he was going to do it, but I knew it was coming. And watch what I say. I said, he's going to get slept bad, and we ain't going to hear about this nigga no more.
Hey, you said that. You did say that Friday, and right after you called, a couple calls after that, there was a coach from Atlanta by the name of Eddie, Coach Eddie from Atlanta. And remember, I said I'm gonna bet $100 on this because he said that look, he said, Coach, look here, man, Mendoza gonna knock this boy Fundora out. Fundora going to sleep. I said, yeah, why you say that? He said, I know the coaches. I got the show. He said, I know the coaches for this Friday show. He said, I know the coaches who training that boy.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he said, and I said, you know what, man, you might be on point, man, because Fundora don't have no defense. He like to block punches with his chin. He don't roll with his shots. He don't catch and shoot in the pocket. And then he's 6'7" tall. He negates his height and reach advantage by fighting on the inside. And which is crazy. And then Jerry called right after that and was saying that he has a fan-friendly style and all this stuff
Man, that's
there.
some
And
bullshit.
his style is, you know, I like his style a little bit more than I think he said Shakur. He said Shakur was good, but he said his style is more fan friendly, this and that.
Man,
I said that fan friendly shit gonna get his ass knocked out. The boy ain't got no defense. I put $100 on Fendora. I won I put $100 on Mendoza. I won $800. I won $800.
Oh yeah, you went crazy. You went crazy. One more thing too about Shakur, man. They're gonna have to. It's about that time to take Shakur out that category with Haney, bro. Like Shakur and Haney is two different niggas, bro. That they styles is not the same, bro.
No.
That's not the same shit.
Shakur,
you know how people always put them in the same category?
Yeah, Shakur reminds me of he's a younger, faster, outside of the punching power, but he's like a younger, faster. Like I see so much Terrence Crawford in him, but he just faster. He has those twitch muscles, jab to the body, the way he give you that shoulder in the pocket, angle you a little bit, and he's so quick. Like he's so much faster than Crawford. Of course, he's younger and faster. But I was watching him and Keyshawn Davis. I say, dog. Like I see so much.
Keyshawn Davis looked just like Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, he looked just like he looked more like Crawford than Shakur do. I do agree with that. But he looked just like literally. It's like he's a lightweight, better version of Crawford. So from what I'm seeing, I'm like, man, I'm seeing all the moves, the mannerisms. You know how they do that. You know how Crawford do that half step when he hop. He doing like a little hop, the half step hop. When he get closer to you,
even the way
I see Shakur doing it. I see Shakur doing it. I see Keyshawn doing it. But go ahead.
But when Keyshawn throw his combos, he look like Terrence Crawford twin, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the way. I'm talking about even the elbow position. Like when he throwing his hook, look where his elbows is positioned.
Yeah.
Like it's almost he almost throw it in a way where his body open, but they don't be catching their body, but the way Terrence Crawford and Keyshawn Davis throw they throw it when they get to really throwing their hands, but that shit look identical, bro. Like that shit is crazy. Like they really studying that man. So I mean, shit. Shout out to Terrence Crawford because he got some real students.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, for sure, man. Hey,
but that's my call, man.
Hey, shout out to Casino Light Prayer. ATL, man, stand up, man. Salute. Yeah, man. Mendoza. Hey, Casino Light Prayer is right about Mendoza, bro. Not Mendoza, Fendora. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, hold on, fam. Hold on. Sorry about that, fam. I had you on the wrong thing. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Justin from DC.
All right, Justin from DC. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Me and my dad. I went to the fight last night. Me and my dad and a few of my people and stuff. So we went to the fight, and just like you and Prayer said, dog, just sitting in the stands and really looking at them, seeing them in person. Well, one, Keyshawn looked just like Crawford, dog, and I said that shit when I was at the fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's crazy how much they look alike. Like he looked like him fighting. I'm like, dog, they really in that camp with him, Bo-macking him, and they studying what he's doing, and they starting to move like him. Like you can see Keyshawn moving along the rope with that, like you said, that half step back, and just controlling that distance real good. Him and Shakur, and they looking real scary. It's looking real scary for that lightweight division with them two in it.
Yeah, man. Like I really want to see. What's going to be next. I mean, I think this is a step in the right direction for Shakur. I think he is because they fought in the WBC title eliminator. They put the gold medal.
Exactly.
So now he's next in line for that WBC strap.
He putting that pressure on. He gonna put some pressure on Haney. Now it's like what you gonna do? And I was just arguing with my cousin about this shit. I'm like, if any of them boys really want to fight each other, especially lightweight right now with Haney having all the belts, just put yourself in position. It's like Hank, my favorite fighter. He D-Block. I say it. He is my favorite fighter. But you can't cap for him. Like if he want to fight Haney, mandatory, like mandated. Like it's really simple for real, but they like boxing gonna make it hard and then they gonna spin it how they gonna spin it. So
no, I think that fight could be made. I mean, Haney is with Top Rank and Shakur is with Top Rank. So I think that fight should be easy to be made. That fight should easily be
made. And if they don't make it, the fans gotta put some pressure on it too, because that fight should happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that fight to be made. There's no wrong side of the street politics. They with the
Yep.
same promoter, so those fights should be able to be made. Those fights should be made easy.
Yeah, but man, hey, in the arena definitely was sold out, and
Yeah.
Shakur demographic, it reminded me just like of a Tank fight. Like it's the same demographic. I went to the Tank fight. I went to the Tank fight in DC when he fought in DC, and I went to the Tank fight when he fought Rolly at the Barclays. And it's the same atmosphere. Tank on a bigger level, of course, but it's the same type. He got the same crossover and demographic. If they start moving Shakur a little better with his promotion, man, that if him and Tank eventually fight, that's gonna be a big ass fight.
Because Shakur gonna have the black and the Puerto Rican fan base. He gonna have the black and the Puerto Rican fan base because he's representing the Puerto Rican flag. So, and I think that's smart. So he got the Puerto Rican fan base and he got the black fan base, and he's going to get the fans from the hood because his ties to Jay Prince. Jay Prince gonna make sure he gonna get the hood.
Man.
So by him being,
hey, look, he was at that fight. I walked past him on my way to my seat. Him and all his people.
Yeah, for real.
Man, that fight gonna be huge if they make that. I would love to see that shit down the road. Like I said, Tank my favorite fighter, but he got to start fighting them guys though at some point.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Salute, fam. Hey, shout out to Jess from DC. Salute, fam. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Shad. What's going on, Shad? He say Tank versus Shakur is going to be a battle of urban crowds at 135. Yeah, I mean, again, Shakur's going to get the hood because of Jay Prince. He gonna get the hood because of Jay Prince. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to get that because of Jay Prince. He's going to get that. You can believe that. It's going to be he had finesse 2 times walking into the ring, and the hood loved finesse 2 times. He got finesse 2 times. Caller, hold on. You got finesse 2 times walking into the ring. He gonna get that. He gonna get that hood. He gonna get the same urban street appeal that Tank got. Watch what I tell you. That's what he gonna get. He gonna get all of that. I see it. I already see it. I'm trying to interview Jay Prince. I should have something lined up for him in a minute. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D Cell, Baltimore. Shakur coming for you.
Hey, D Block, you sound like you talking directly into the microphone. I don't know if you got me on Bluetooth or what, but it sounds muffled.
Can you hear me now, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now, what did I say a long time ago? What did my facts with hate say? I said Shakur Stevenson was gonna be one of the greatest fighters to ever come out. Didn't I say that, Coach, a long time ago? Didn't I say y'all better watch out with Shakur? I said that. I said that from the beginning. My top fighters were Haney, Lomachenko, and Shakur, and Brian Garcia. All right? Shakur proved to me that I was right. And he didn't even have to prove to me nothing because I knew his credibility. I knew where he came from. I knew his pedigree. That's the difference between him. I'm going to put him right there with Haney. I don't care what people say. I'm not going to hate on Haney. It's a tough fight for both of them. They've sparred together. They have sparred. They've felt each other. They know how uncomfortable one makes each other feel when they fight. I mean, that's no lie. You know what I mean? Now, I'll be real with you. You know this. Am I going to lie about it or not? You know I don't lie, man, about this. When it comes down to Shakur and Devin Haney, and not just forget about Lomachenko, because he is one of the greatest boxers of all time. I'm going to be real with that. Be real with that. Because, Coach, the Olympics and the pedigree for all these fighters, even though Haney went straight up to the pros, which I even give him more props. You know what I mean? He learned from what he had to do. So about all these people trying to act like Haney's going to duck Shakur Stevenson, Haney has not ducked anybody. He's fighting Lomachenko, somebody that bobblehead didn't want to fight, okay? Somebody that Ellaby and your boy Floyd Mayweather that never wanted to fight Triple G. That's why I lost respect for Floyd, even though I give him the pedigree. I mean, I give him the advantage over Manny Pacquiao, but he never did a Roberto Duran to go fight Hagler for that middleweight championship of the world. And look where Roberto Duran came from, Coach. Ain't that one of your favorite fighters?
Yeah. I like Duran.
And Floyd never wanted to go up there and fight him for that middleweight championship. Why?
Fight
Because
who?
he knew he couldn't beat him.
Fight who?
He said he was too big.
Who?
Triple G, coach. You remember they offered him that fight? Am I right or am I wrong? Do I come with facts
Triple G was
or facts with hate?
So you wanted Floyd to move up from welterweight to middleweight to fight Triple G? Why would he do that?
Coach, everybody wanted that fight. They said, man, well, Floyd ain't gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. We got Triple G here. He wants to fight him. And even Triple G said he'll go down to 154. Do you not remember this, Coach?
No, I don't remember Triple G. I don't remember none of that. Triple G saying he'll go down to 154. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Well, believe me, I speak facts, and I speak facts with hate because I know what I'm talking about. So we'll look back at the history books, Coach. Whenever you want to look into that. And I will tell you, that's why I lost respect for Floyd, because he never wanted to be legit to fight the middleweight champion like Roberto Duran. So anyway, back to my what I'm saying about Shakur. Shakur gonna go in there and he's gonna dog the hell at Tank Davis. And not just in any way, in a very beautiful way, in a Muhammad Ali way. He's gonna move, he's gonna use his jab, use his great defense that he has, Coach. And you saw that last night, Coach. Of course, people are still gonna hate. Well, he ain't Tank Davis. I'm telling you, Coach, I'm predicting it right now, like I said before. Don't sleep on my boy Shakur Stevenson because he's coming for you. He's coming for you, Baltimore.
D-Block, with all due respect, everyone knew Shakur Stevenson was the goods when he came out of the Olympics. Everyone knew that, D-Block. When you said that Shakur, you got to watch out for Shakur. You were just stating what everyone already knew when he came out of the Olympics. He was already he was that guy. Everybody knew that.
But it was a slow process for him, Coach, to come up. Like, did you see how he was with Andre Ward, and it was a real slow process, even though he had Jay Prince. Like, I was like, man, why is this taking so long? I mean, this guy has the goods. He's like a Lomachenko, not in a different, just in a different way. His pedigree is great. Even Floyd Mayweather wanted him. Why? Because he knew what he got. He got the goods. And I bet you if it came down to two fighters between Tank Davis and Shakur, I promise you Floyd Mayweather would have picked Shakur Stevenson. And that's fact, because Shakur brings you a whole different dimension in boxing. I'm just being real with you, Coach. There's always going to be knockout artists. D-Block, D-Count.
Shout out to D-Block, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to D-Block. Goddamn, D-Block was all over the goddamn. Woo! D-Block was, oh my God, bro. Hey, man, D-Block, man, that's how he feel. Hey, shout out to G-Funk. He said, I would rather see Mayweather move up to fight Sergio Martinez at 154 over Triple G. Yeah, I mean, this is, man, I don't want to play revisionist history and all that stuff there, but I okay. People feel the way they feel. People, I told you, bro, like, people feel the way they feel about Floyd. And I'm like, I trust me, bro, I get it. Black Ice, what you say, fam? He said, I don't see nothing special about Shakur. All right, we'll see. We'll see Black Ice. You know what I mean? Shout out to Yarmus. You said this nigga was on Sports Illustrated at 16. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe D-Block was the one that saw something that didn't nobody else see, Maybe he saw something that didn't nobody else see. I mean, the guy everyone knew about Shakur Stevenson. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Raheem from DC.
Raheem from DC, talk to me.
Like, hey, Coach, can you tell everybody just, like, slow down? Just a little bit. Slow down. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me if a fighter doesn't fight a top 10 fighter in his division, he's crowned the king now? Is that what we doing?
No.
Oh, okay. So Devin Haney, who most likely will probably go up to 140, they will call that a duck because he just can't make weight anymore. But they're gonna say he's ducking because Shakur says something. But back in the day, you had to prove yourself to beat at least the number 10 fighter of the division, number 8 fighter of the division, number 4 of the fighter of the division. The guy last night was 18-1 to lose last night. 18-1.
Yeah, that's
and now everybody, he beat him up. Now everybody like, oh, he's the greatest coming of Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard. Hold on. I
think they say Lomachenko is the greater than Muhammad Ali and Ray Leonard. I think that's
true. That's true. That's true. But let's okay. How about Stevenson, who to me still can hit hard? He's more of him and Haney has a little bit style, but I think Shakur a little bit more skilled than Haney. But they don't have no pop on anything. How about Shakur fight at least someone in the top 10 of his division?
Let me ask you a question. How long have you been following
Yes,
Shakur
sir.
Stevenson? Was you following who?
I've been following with him.
Who was Shakur fighting at featherweight and super featherweight?
He's fighting top 10 fight for top champions. I'm not, but coach.
And how long has he been in the lightweight division? How many fights?
This is his first fight.
So what are you talking about?
This is his first fight. No, but what I'm saying is the way it reminds me of Tank versus Rolly, right? Rolly didn't fight no one in the top 15 of the lightweight division, and it was all this praise on Rolly, and he got knocked out. And it seems like to me, Stevenson is a bad boy. I'm not taking nothing from him, but can I see him in there with at least someone in the top 10 that will give him something for me to say, okay, yeah, now he's on Haney level, he's on Tank level, he's on this type of level. But they automatically crowning him the king of 135 when he hasn't fought a top 15 fighter in that division.
Well, you gotta be patient. He's working on that. He's the WBC mandatory. I think he will become that, and he's waiting. He's looking to fight Devin Haney. So hopefully Devin Haney, if he can beat by Vasily Lomachenko, his father said that he's going to stay at the 135-pound division and not move up. If that is the case, then guess what? He's gonna have to deal with Shakur Stevenson. And would you consider Devin Haney a top guy?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
So we could see Haney and Shakur. Would that satisfy your curiosity to want to see Shakur now with some of the top guys?
Oh, I'll definitely be quiet. But let me ask you this, Coach: if Timofeo Lopez beats Josh Harris and you're Devin Haney,
you mean Josh Taylor?
Josh Taylor. I'm sorry, Josh Taylor. You could automatically directly fight Lopez. What would you do? Would you fight Shakur or would you go fight Lopez?
Lopez. Do Lopez have a belt, sir?
You fight Lopez?
Do Lopez have a belt, sir?
You said what?
Do Lopez have a belt?
No, if he beat Josh Taylor, he would have the belt.
Yeah, he'll be the WBO champion. So you're saying that? Devin Haney should move up to 140 and fight Josh Taylor?
No, I'm saying if
Lopez.
Now, I'm asking you, because that makes you a 2-time division champion. I believe Haney could definitely beat Lopez. I think he has a better chance of beating Lopez than Shakur Stevenson.
I don't want to.
So I'm asking you.
Yeah, I don't want to. But I don't want to shift gears. I don't want to conflate the two. Right now, Devin Haney is a lightweight champion, and Bill Haney said that him and his son is going to stay in the 135. We got all the belts. We're not leaving the weight division. So since he said that, since he said that we stand at 135, then we don't have to worry about Teofimo Lopez at the moment because he said that. So if we were to hold him to that, then that kills all of that. So now Devin Haney, if he can beat the greatest fighter in the history of boxing, greater than Muhammad Ali, greater than Sugar Ray Robinson, greater than Sugar Ray Leonard, greater than all the sugars, you know what I mean? Vasily Lomachenko, and he's going to stay at 135. Shakur Stevenson, I'm not sure. I think they got to wait to the convention. I'm not sure, but he just fought in the WBC title eliminator. He will be that guy. And now you can see Shakur Stevenson fight Devin Haney.
Hey, I guess, I got to be a little bit more patient, but it's just all these callers is crowning him the next this, the next that. It just to me, I mean, I thought I'm from the old school where you got to be.
Well, you got to look at it. They're looking at his body of work thus far. His body of work thus far. He is a two-time. He's a two-time weight division. He's a two-division world champion, uniformly super middleweight, super featherweight world champion, and now he's in his third weight division. He had his first fight in his third weight division. So far, and he can fight. You know what I mean? He can fight. He's beat the top guys, some of the top guys in the lower weight divisions. He's done that, and now he's
Coach,
hear me out.
Coach, you said you like Duran. You like Duran, right? Duran was one of the greatest lightweights ever. When he went to middleweight, he beat nobody.
Yeah, but hear me out though.
He got knocked out. He beat nobody.
Okay, so put it this way. Just summarize this because we got other calls called in there. You want to see Shakur Stevenson? You want to see Shakur Stevenson fight somebody, right?
Somebody.
Okay, cool. So is Devin Haney somebody?
Yes, sir.
All right,
I'm gonna be patient, sir.
Devin Haney is somebody. So if Devin Haney can dispose of Vasily Lomachenko, guess what? Shakur Stevenson will be the next fight, and that should answer your question. Hey, but thank you,
yes, sir.
Raheem, thank you for calling the show, man. DC, stand up. Yeah, see now, I really want this Devin Haney. I really want this Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson fight now. Cause okay, Shakur ain't fighting the Devin. I mean, Shakur ain't fought nobody. Okay, cool. He ain't fought nobody. That's fine. That's fine. You want to see him fight somebody? Okay, Devin Haney, somebody. Devin Haney, somebody. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from?
We did it first. We motivate even the greats. Coach, it's me, Steve Kim. What's going on?
Hey, shout out to say Steve Kim. Talk to me, Steve. What's going on?
So, did your prior caller just say that Roberto Duran fought nobody at middleweight? Man, he nearly beat Marvin Hagler. Okay, except for the last 2 rounds, Hagler overtook him. Yeah. He beat Iran Barkley. He was a big, strong guy.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to correct him on. I was like, man, this guy's. I know. I knew when he said that. All jokes aside, Steve, and shout out to my brother Raheem from DC. But I knew when he said that, I knew his boxing knowledge really wasn't that on point. I knew that.
I was like, what? Okay, so here's the thing with Shakur. I'm a believer in Shakur. I think, and I've said this to you when you're in LA, if I had to pick one fighter that for the next 10 years, I say, okay, pick a guy that's going to go undefeated against good guys.
Yeah.
I think it's Shakur. He's airtight. He's like Pernell Whitaker in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And he's so sound. And look, you can make the argument, who has he fought? Coach, we already know there's about 10 guys that have turned him down that are big names that we know of that said, no, we're good. Yeah. We don't want any part of him. They're treating him like AIDS in the 80s, right? A lot of guys will continue. Yeah, I said it. A lot of guys will continue to avoid him. And this is the problem that he has, and I'm writing about it right now. He's got to fight more than twice a year because he only has 20 fights. He's only 25. Keep this in mind, Coach. It took Mayweather 37 fights to get to De La Hoya. He's got to put in some work so that people are willing to take the risk. Because right now, they will still find ways to ignore him. He is the real-life boogeyman.
Yeah. The thing is this. If you have fighters openly saying we don't want to fight you, it's like we're blaming the guy who got ducked for not fighting nobody. But all these guys who's supposed to be somebody literally are saying they don't want to fight him. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is why I want to see. Bill said that they're going to stay at 135. Everybody's assuming that Haney's going to beat Lomachenko. If that were the case, if he's going to stay at 135, is Shakur going to be the mandatory for the WBC?
I think eventually. I think it was Coach. I believe last night was an eliminator.
It was eliminator.
And so I don't know. Top Rank is not going to just pay those sanctioning fees to avoid fights. Like, this isn't like Ryan Garcia, who literally had 2 elimination bouts and decided not to fight Devin Haney twice. I guarantee you a guy like Shakur, he'll fight King Kong and Godzilla at 135 if he is mandated to. He ain't running for him. The thing that is interesting about Shakur is that since winning the title as a very young fighter with not that many fights, Coach, he's been relegated to 2 fights a year. If you go back to Mayweather, when he first won a title, those first couple of years, he fought 3 times. So did Miguel Cotto, because they had to build up their fan base, and he's building it in Newark, but now he's got to be more popular from a national standpoint. And that's the issue that Top Rank has had, is trying to convince that management that, hey, instead of going twice a year, work with us so we can go 3 times a year so we can get your name out there, or else people are always going to say, well, nobody knows who he is, because that's always the default position. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I think Shakur is it. I think he's the guy. He is so sound, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, just those reflexes are defensively sound and stuff like that. What do you think about what do you think about Crawford's influence on him as it relates to him and Keyshawn Davis as it relates to just?
Well, I just think, look, Shakur's been sparring with him for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think Keyshawn is just an electric young talent. And look, they're going to move him up fast. It's not going to take 20 fights to get Keyshawn a world title. They're going to do it by, I would say, the 12th or 13th fight. I've been told that by Top Rank. Keyshawn Davis is on the fast track. But as it relates to Shakur Stevenson, he's a special talent. And what I'm hearing now is that there's a certain maturity that was not there a couple of years ago. And I think that situation where he's at that dice game where that rapper got killed, that may have scared him straight into thinking, you know what? I got to calm down here.
Yeah.
This is not good. Because he's got such a brilliant boxing mind. And I actually think he could be fighting every other month and just shut guys out. Really. I think he's really that good at what he does. And I don't want to hear people saying that he runs. He really doesn't move around the ring that much anymore, Coach. If you actually watch his fight, he plants his feet and he's right in front of you.
Yeah, I think.
So
I think people say that because that's a reason to want to avoid him. You know, they try to come on.
Right, and they say he's a southpaw, he's a stinker. Yeah. But last night, Coach, he drew 10,408 people. It's the largest boxing gate ever at the Prudential Center, which has done boxing before. Thomas Adamek did really well over there. So you can't even use the excuse, well, he's not a ticket seller. Well, he is in Newark, right? So all these excuses are getting checked off. But for those who say that Shakur has not fought anybody, I'm not going to argue that. But can these people honestly say that people are running to fight Shakur, or are they avoiding him?
Yeah. Yeah. And my thing is, okay, if you say Shakur ain't fought nobody, give me somebody in the lightweight division who have fought somebody.
Right. I'm just telling you, I know one thing, Shakur will not turn down any fights at 135. That's my view of it. So think about this. There's 2 title shots. One was a vacant shot against Joette Gonzalez, so they had no choice but to take Shakur. And then Jamel Herring was out on a nice run. Shakur was a mandatory. Jamel had no choice but to face him. So Shakur has to keep boxing people in, but I wish he would do what Miguel Cotto and Mayweather did early on and just fight just a little bit more so that more people understand who you are and you start putting more public pressure on their end to say, hey, what about that Shakur guy out of Newark? That's all I'm saying. I think he's a special talent, and I hope we get to see him more, Coach.
Hey, you know what? This guy here says Shakur versus Kamboso's get that Australian money, but Kamboso's turned the fight down. He don't want to fight him.
Yeah, he turned the fight down. I mean, you literally cannot put a gun to a person's head and say, you got to fight this guy.
Yeah,
you can't. We are now in an era where people are turning down mandatory title shots. Like, look at Munguia. He does it every month, right?
And look at Isaac Cruz. Look at Isaac Cruz.
Isaac Cruz is on a leash.
Yeah,
he is so far in that doghouse. It seems like he's not even allowed to come out until the Tank rematch happens. Let's just be honest about what's going on there. But I think with people, look, he's only 25. He only has 20 fights. The journey is just beginning for Shakur. But with the people that know a lot more than me, trainers and managers that have done this a lot longer, they say, Steve, that guy is special. I've been told that for a couple of years. I'm a believer. That's all I know.
I heard it when I was when I was in LA. Just the people that when I was in San Antonio, like the guys I spoke with out there in San Antonio, then when I was in LA with you, and just the people I was talking to when I was on South Central, and they was like, man, because we was talking about boxing as well. They was like, yeah, that was they spoke about Tank Davis and they spoke about Shakur Stevenson. They said that boy Shakur is something else. They really, really like him. You know what I mean? So
right, and Coach, keep this in mind. Last night was his only real. I mean, again, that other fight didn't make weight, but last night was his introduction to 135. They made it an eliminator. He fought a highly ranked guy in the BC. So they're not taking 10 fights to go up the ladder. They want to be right there in the mix at 35 as soon as possible. And I hope for his sake that his management and Top Rank find a way to not just fight one more time this year, fight twice. Get your name out there because he does a pretty good rating on ESPN. He sells tickets, and I think everyone's impressed by what they're seeing. So anyway, Coach, I know you got other callers, man. I'm going to keep writing my article listening to you, brother. Appreciate you as always.
Shout out to Steve Kim. Salute, fam. LA, stand up. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Steve Kim. Yeah, again, like I want to see the fights. That's one thing about me. Because we can sit here and talk about who did what and who ain't did what and all that shit. Yeah, okay, let's see the fights. And again, I'm not the modern day boxing fan. These guys, like we have two different criteria. Shout out to Real Deal. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hold on, guys. Let me see what we got right here. Gotta get this off. Caller, hold on. Let me read this super chat out the way. He say Duran lost to Hagler. That's true. Hearns. That's true. Sugar Ray twice. They fought. Hold on. They fought 3 times. I gotta look. I don't know. They fought 3 times. Wilfred Benitez, Vincent Panziano twice. William Choppy, Hector Camacho twice. Facts. Only win against Iran Barkley. He beat Sugar Ray. He beat Sugar Ray as well. And then I think Iran Barkley. I think Roberto Duran had like damn near 70-something fights. So you got to look at all of that as well. You know, you're missing the fights that he did win, and then you left out that he did beat Sugar Ray Leonard, gave him his first loss. So it is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Fee on YouTube.
Fee on the tube, and then you're naming legends as well. So shout out to Fee on the tube. Talk to me, sis.
Yes. I think that a lot of we've been knew about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson he's in the Olympics. 2015 or 16. He won the senior U.S. Olympic trials. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's been making a lot of noise. He wanted to side with Mayweather, but Mayweather went with Tank, and they had a long-standing beef because of that Twitter war. I mean, that's when I was Twitter happy, and Shakur really exposed some things. I wouldn't dare repeat those things. But yeah, they went at it real bad. Like, Shakur been a problem. Tank, Devin Haney, and Shakur, all 3 of them, they have all sparred, and you know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I've been saying Shakur been a problem since like 17, 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, those of us who really been watching these young guns, we know that nobody ain't really jumping on his bandwagon or trying to push the man forward. We see the potential in him. Anybody with eyes that can see, you know, unless you just hate it, unless you just don't want to see the young man get his shine on, you can see that he's something special. You get what I'm saying? Even Bob Arum was on Brother Blue's channel. Brother Blue had an interview with Bob Arum. Yeah, Bob Arum said he want to make. Yeah, I don't know if everybody who's listening seen it, but he said he would like to make the fight with Devin Haney and Shakur, but he said it's not realistic because he really want to. You know, Devin Haney gonna be moving up, but he said he really want to push the Shakur Stevenson Loma fight for some reason. Bob Arum will be going left. He was like, because they both use their brain. That's the biggest attributes in the ring. And he said he feel like they had similar styles. So, you know, Bob Arum loves Shakur. He been singing his praise. And so, I mean, like, it's not like I feel like anything Tank is scared of might be a little scared to fight Shakur. I don't think he mind fighting Devin, but Tank said he cracked Shakur too. He said he tore him up in the ring. But so I mean, I don't know. I like Tank to beat Devin. I like Shakur to beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? Actually.
Yeah. The thing is, I heard that interview with Bob Arum said, but Bill Haney said that they're staying at 135. Me personally, I think that's kind of cap. But I say, who am I to say it's cap? I'm gonna hold Bill Haney to his word. Bill Haney know their situation better than I do. So if he said they stand at 135 for the rest of this year, they stand at 135. If he gonna stay at 135, assuming he beats Lomachenko, that's not gonna be an easy feature as well. But assuming he beats Lomachenko, then we're gonna see if he stay at 135 and fight Shakur. We'll see. You get what I'm saying?
I want to see. Devin, you know, that's what Devin said. He said, we'll see. He said that's a fight he hopes to make. That's a fight he would want to make. I'm sorry, he would want to make in the future. He didn't sound too enthusiastic about it. You know what I'm saying? Because Shakur ready. Shakur, Bill Haney, and Devin, they was all on a 3-way little video chat or whatever. And Shakur was with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Devin wasn't doing much talking. Bill, it seemed like Bill wanted to smoke more. It's weird, per usual. But I mean, Shakur. Listen, we gotta wait and see. We won't know until everybody fight each other, right?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. They gotta fight each other.
Of course, they gotta fight each other. It gotta happen. But we ain't nobody pushing Shakur forward. He's pushing himself forward, and he looking good. Him and Keyshawn. Now I can't take Keyshawn serious because he plays too much. They did him so much. He plays so much in that ring. He makes me laugh every time I watch him fight. You know, he just, you know, I can't wait till he really get there and fight somebody, you know, like a Frank Martin or maybe even a Kid Austin or something like that, and really get a real fight out of him and see what he really working with. But yeah, all them boys ready to go. They came up under Terrence Crawford. He's done a wonderful job with them, and that's all I wanted to say.
Shout out to Fee.
All them not being got next.
Shout out to Fee. Fee on the tube. Salute, sis. Duval County, stand up. Yeah, so I mean, for me, it's like I don't like playing hypotheticals and man, you see, when what's name catch him, he gonna do this and do that. See, no, everybody got to fight everybody. You know what I mean? The Durans, the Haglers, the Carlos Monzones and stuff like that. And this era here, these guys want to, you know what I mean? People got to fight it because I like to find out what would be the conclusions to a lot of this stuff. That's how all comeback sports are. Except for boxing, it seems like boxing, it's a little different today. Colin, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Chris calling from New York.
Chris from New York, talk to me.
All right, so on Shakur, man, like I've noticed this for a while, and that whole excuse of the back foot fighter, it's been going real hard lately. And I noticed it with Isaac because it was kind of crazy too because the excuses he laid out made no sense. He said, I don't want to fight him because he's going to run away from me. And his last 3 fights, he legitimately didn't run away from a guy. In fact, his last fight, I had a problem with because he wasn't even like showing a lot of different stuff. He was just moving forward on the guy. And not just that, even Isaac's manager said it. And you know what I found about Isaac? I know you shouldn't make a whole topic about him, but I found it quite odd that he said, I don't want to fight a back foot guy. But the thing is, you can't, Coach, I'm pretty sure right now, you can't name me a single fighter that Isaac has ever fought in his career that has moved forward on him. Even Tank Davis ran away from him in the fight. He backed up, well, not really running, but if we're going to classify Shakur as running, we might as well. He backed up, he took a step back, and he countered for the entire night, and he held when he got too close. But Isaac seemed very cool with fighting someone like that a second time for some reason.
Yeah. He well, Isaac, because the most money he made was fighting Tank. I think he made they say he made $350,000. That's what he made the first fight. So that was his biggest purse ever, the $350,000. So, and it's an in-house fight. It's a PBC fight. And it's a fight that, boxing is a lot. Matchmaking plays a big part in boxing as well. So, even though Tank said that he won't fight him again, when they asked him, will you rematch him? He said, hell no, even though he did say that. But yeah, I think that's what it is. And I think, me personally, Pitbull, I mean, he's a one-dimensional fighter. He doesn't know what a jab is. His footwork is really not that great. He just, once he gets, but he knows how to close the distance pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. He has that lull you to sleep type style when he's walking. His footwork is underrated, but when he gets close, he throws bolo punches, overhand rights, wide hooks. He don't throw straight punches. So everything is because he's so short, he loads up on everything. So he likes to fight fighters that really can't get away from him so he can load up and drop the bombs on them. Someone who has really good footwork and can fight really solid in that pocket, it's going to give him trouble. He saw Cruz is he's just a one-dimensional fighter. You know what I mean? So
and another thing, what's it called on Keyshawn Davis? So I was looking at him. I was trying to find the right comparison to what I thought he was. A fighter that I thought he was in the past, and man, he really gave me kind of maybe not with the power 100%, but I felt that Donald Curry vibe where it was a lot of punches aren't wasted. Not a lot of movements wasted. Everything that he does, has purpose. If he flips, it's to move this guy into this position. If he throws a hook low, it's to open the shot to throw it high. And I think the next fight for him, even though it's not gonna be the next fight, I really think he should be fighting Jermaine Ortiz. That'll be a really good fight for him.
Yeah, if he can't get Devin Haney in the ring, then yeah, fight Jermaine Ortiz. Definitely fight Jermaine Ortiz. Because a lot of people are high on Jermaine Ortiz because of the good fight, the good outing that he gave against Lomachenko. I would love to see that fight, him and Jermaine Ortiz. But if he can get Devin Haney next, and he should be able to get him next. Then
I don't mean Shakur. Cool. I meant that Jermaine Ortiz from Keyshawn Davis for Shakur.
For Keyshawn. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Keyshawn versus Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Put Keyshawn in there with Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine is a top-ranked fighter. Yeah, put him in there. I would like to see Jermaine Ortiz versus Keyshawn, Haney, and against Shakur Stevenson. Myself. You get what I'm saying? I would love to see that.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah. If Shakur, if Keyshawn is what we're saying he is, yeah, I would love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight. Absolutely.
Yeah, what's it called? Oh, also on Fundora, man. I knew it was gonna happen. I said it. I think I was like on a Ring IQ panel one time, and I said, "Yo, who's gonna be this man's?" Because he reminded me of Paul Williams, so I said, "Who's gonna be his Sergio?" And honestly, I thought it was gonna be Jermell, or maybe even Tim Tszyu, because a lot of people were thinking that fight was gonna be next. Actually, it was Brian Mendoza, man. I don't know. I think that might be it for him at the elite level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You talking about
And
Mendoza?
he's been dropped a lot of times. Yeah. The Fundora Mendoza fight, man. I didn't think it was just gonna be that guy. You know, a guy that I don't really think Mendoza's a bad fighter per se, but he's not a guy that I expect to be holding a title anytime soon.
Oh no,
he's kind of like
I mean,
like a Cody Crowley type of fighter.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, he's not. He just but what's the name? Fundora's not. You know, Fundora's not that. That's not the guy. You know, he's not that guy. Because he was. I think he was a minus 1,800 favorite to win that fight or something of that sort. A 2,200 favorite. Something of that sort. It was like a 1,200 favorite. No, a 1,200. He was a minus 1,200 to win that fight, and I put $100 on that fight. I put $100 on Mendoza for the knockout because of the things that we talked.
I think he might just need to move up
because of the things we spoke about now. No, he can move up all he wants. His fighting style is wrong for his height. He's defensively. He's not defensively sound. He's not defensively sound. So, you know, we spoke about this Friday when I gave my prediction. There was a coach that called the show by the name of Coach Eddie from Atlanta. He the one convinced me to put $100 on Mendoza. And I was like, he say, man, he was speaking to some trainers from Mendoza, and he say, listen, man, he gonna knock this kid out, man. You know, Fundora don't have any defense, and he doesn't have any defense. You know, he blocks punches with his face. He doesn't know how to roll with shots. He doesn't know how to slip and counter. And for him to be 6'7" tall and have a 35-inch arm reach against 99% of the people that he gets, against 100% of the people that he gets in the ring with, he doesn't have an effective jab. He doesn't like even working his jab to get on the inside. You know, to be that tall and not utilize your jab the way you should utilize your jab, the way historically, like the greats have done. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. Then he wants to get on the inside and fight in the pocket. Yeah, it's a fair and friendly style, but he gets hit too much. And we saw it last night. He got caught with that left hook. That left hook stunned him. Then Mendoza came back with a right cross, and then he came back with that left hook, dropped him, and his head bounced off the canvas. You know what I mean? He was out of there. That's why when he did set up at the count of 6, he just looked around and looked at the ref and said something to the ref like he was done. He probably was concussed. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
hey, man.
I was confused when I saw it because he looked okay. Like he was like up. He was looking smiling a little bit. He was just like, shit.
Yeah. He's probably concussed. Yo, hey, but let's shout out to Quest from New York. Salute, fam. We got to open up the phone lines for other callers. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. So. And we saw it when he fought. We saw it when he fought Lubin. When he fought Lubin, when you saw it then, but he was able to get up from that because Lubin gave it his all. Lubin gave it his all to drop him. You get what I'm saying? Lubin gave it his all to drop him, but he got back up. So and he ended up stopping Lubin. But you saw it then. I'm like, this dude here, man. This dude here just take too many punches, dog. Like this dude just, you know what I mean? For him to be so tall, like what? Like you get what I'm saying? Hey, let's talk about Bam right quick. Bam Rodriguez, what did y'all think about that Bam fight? What did y'all think about that Bam fight? You get what I'm saying? Like Bam said he broke his jaw. He got his jaw broken in the 6th round last night, and he stayed in and he fought. What you think about Bam last night? With the broken jaw, that kind of impressed me. Like when I think of fighters fighting with broken jaws, I think of Ken Norton, I think of Ali, I think of Joe Frazier. I think of what's the guy name? Canelo Camp, who Shakur Stevenson beat. Oscar Valdez, he fought with a broken jaw. Pernell Whitaker. I think about quite a few fighters who fought with Razor Ruddock. He had a fought with a broken jaw and fractured ribs against Tyson. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Derek from Florida.
Derek from Florida, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, what's up, Coach? If the fight do happen, like if Devin do take care of his business with Loma, if he do fight Shakur, who you got winning that fight? I know it's a 50-50, but who you got?
I got Shakur beating Devin.
You think he gonna stop him or go to 12 rounds?
No, I think it'll be 12 rounds. I don't think it'll stop him, but I think I got him beating him. That's what I'm leaning towards.
Oh, okay. All right, and after the fight, man, I'm like, for Devin, I'm like, where's his team at? Shakur was talking crazy, he gonna smoke him. He said he had the best of him in all his sparring. I'm like, Devin Haney ain't responding none yet. I'm like, you were fighting, you a champion. I'm like, he not responding. He like, Coach, like, where's his energy at? He don't have that same energy if it was Ryan Garcia or Tank or somebody else. But Shakur calls him out, and he said he gonna make it look easy. He said he gonna make it look easy on Devin. I'm like, nah. I'm like, why Devin ain't responding? He ain't trying to, like, you feel me? That's gonna be up the fight. I want him to talk shit back to Shakur. He ain't trying to, you feel me, Coach?
Yeah. Well, Devin has a fight. Devin has a fight coming up with Lomachenko, so I mean, to be fair, he can talk trash all he want, but that's a moot point because he has a fight coming up. They're not going to fight right now. If they fight at 135, so that's a moot point to be honest with you.
Yeah, and one thing too, Coach, like if they do fight each other, I think Tank he gotta fight one of them too. Like it's time for him to step up as well. That'd be huge. If they mix it up, one of them fight each other. You feel me, Coach?
Who?
Yeah.
Who you
but that's
talking
my
about?
thoughts on it though. I'm talking about Tank. I'm talking about like Tank, Devin or Tank or Shakur or mix it up.
Tank. Listen, the Tank situation, the way Tank is being moved, I think this Ryan Garcia fight is going to be a one-off. After this, Tank may go to jail because he got to go back to court April the 8th or somewhere in April, somewhere around that time.
I think he got more.
He's gonna get some jail time. After that, I think that Tank is in a unique situation. He doesn't have. He can again. The Ryan Garcia fight. That's the money grab fight for both fighters. I'm hearing both of those fighters going to make 8 figures in this fight. After that,
one more thought. One more. Oh, go ahead.
Now after that, I don't see him doing any more of that. I don't know. Damn.
And my last thoughts on the Fundora. I feel like Fundora's cool. I feel like he's a weight bully. This man could be a light heavyweight if he wants to. That's how he got knocked out. And then he got slow hands for a tall, skinny dude. His man hands is slow. And then you're right, his defense is not that good. He tried to fight on the inside. He got caught. I just feel like Fundora, like I think he's too big for that way. He needs to try to move up. I mean, the man, how tall he is?
He's a naturally skinny guy. His sister is skinny. He's really a naturally skinny guy. But his problem is his lack of defense. He's not a defensively sound guy. His style is, I want to swarm you and smother you with my sheer size and overwhelm you with my with my punches, offense, uppercuts, hooks on the inside. That's his thing, and he throws defense out of the window, and that's not going to work with every fighter. And he saw that last night. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which weight.
I ain't gonna lie. Coach Charles would have killed him, but I think Snow would have beat the break.
Yeah. All right, but shout out to Derek, man, from Florida. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling. And we need 70 more likes. With Fundora, it doesn't matter which weight class he moves up to. If he still like blocking punches with his face, he gonna get laid out. He gonna get laid out. So I mean, and Fundora's from Florida. I robbed the Florida fighters, but I always said it, like, this dude ain't got no defense, dog. He blocked uppercuts with his chin. He doesn't know how to roll with shots. He doesn't parry that good at all. He doesn't slip punches. He like, when he's there, you hit me, I hit you, you hit me. That's what he likes. Fair and friendly, but he gonna get his ass put in a coma.
True.
Like some of these boxing fans, they want you to be like doggone Arturo Gotti getting killed in the ring.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something once and for all. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what weight class Fundora moves up to. If he don't learn defense, he don't know how to slip shots, how to parry, how to catch, shoot, roll. If he don't know how to do any of that, he can forget it. He can forget it. I don't care. He can forget it. I'm just dead serious, bro. I said this Friday. You get what I'm saying? Hey, HBCU, what to say? He said, speaking of Florida, what's going on with Thurman? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with Keith Thurman, my brother. I have no idea. I spoke, I sent the CIA at him, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security. I sent the Mossad. You know what I mean? I sent the Scotland Yard police. I sent everybody. Man, that nobody's ever heard of Keith Thurman. I don't know where he at. I have no idea, fam. Nobody has literally seen him. I don't know where he at, fam. I don't know where he at, fam. I can't tell you, dog. I can't tell you. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Thurman just had a newborn. Y'all heard that. Nikki, what it say? Congrats on the 20K. Yeah, hey, thank you, Nick. Yeah, man, it is what it is. I haven't heard that from Keith Thurman, my brother. I don't know where he at, brother. I had somebody put a GPS tracking system on him, and they wasn't able to track him. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. They wasn't able to track him. So I mean, and as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's look at the lightweight division. Let's look at the lightweight division right quick, guys. We have some we have some talent over there, man. The lightweight division is crack-a-lacking right now. The lightweight division is crack-a-lacking right now. You get what I'm saying? Right now, that lightweight division, man, and we have a lot of potential in the lightweight division. Let's look at the lightweight division right quick. We got a lot of potential, man. And I think, the lightweight division can do what the welterweight division and the middleweight division ain't doing. Because the welterweight division and the middleweight division doing the goddamn thing. We know that. They still, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, whoo, Lord have mercy. They call it the welterweight division for a reason. Let's go here. Let's look at ring ratings. Let's look at ring ratings. Let's go here. That lightweight division, man, crack-a-lacking. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that lightweight division, boy, hush. Let's get right here. I don't know why they had Ryan Garcia there. So anyway, but let's go here. Because Ryan said he's not 135 pounder, so I don't know why they got Ryan there if he said he ain't 135 pounder. All right, let's see. They got Tank Davis right there, right? They have Vasily Lomachenko. They have Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He got all the belts. I don't think there's no dispute about that. So you got they have Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. They got the Duck, Aesop Pitbull Cruz. We're gonna call you the Duck. I had high hopes of you, but you disappointed me when you ducked Shakur Stevenson. They have Frank Martin right here. They got Ferocious Kamboso. I took Killer Cam back. He don't deserve that title anymore. Now ain't that killer about him anyways. Let's see. They got William Zepeda. This guy here throw a whole lot of punches, boy. A whole lot of punches. William Zepeda. They have Maxie Hughes. Hughes, I think he fights. I think is he with Maxie? I forgot who he was with. What's promotion company he's with? You got Sushino. They got Sushiro Yoshino. Now they have Sushino. He's in the top 10 in Ring Magazine. People say they never heard of this guy, and I said this. I said when people never heard of a guy, they're gonna say he ain't fought nobody. He's a bum. This guy's top 10 in the Ring Magazine. He's top 10. And then they got Jermaine Ortiz, 16-1-1. Jermaine Ortiz is 16-1-1. We know he lost his fight to Lomachenko. But if you look at the top, look at the top 10 in the ring. From what the ring had, they got the ring's supposed to have the top 10 guys in the lightweight division. The lightweight division is cracking. The lightweight division is cracking. Like Devin Haney stay at 135. He got up. He's fighting Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia and Tank are fighting each other. Ryan Garcia and Tank is fighting each other. And Shakur Stevenson is not even in the top 10. So they have in the ring. So this is what we have right here. It's cracking. 135 cracking. Pitbull, like bro, like I'm disappointed in this guy. Disappointed in the Pitbull. What they call him, what they call him, right? What they call him, the Mexican Mike Tyson. Boy, hush. Shout out the money man. He said Ortiz beat Loma. You think so? Okay. He said Lemos is 28-0. He said, I'm telling y'all now, Shakur whooping everybody at 135. Shout out to Mike Law. He said him, Regis, and Taylor at 140. He'll clear out 135. Yeah, that Josh Saylor and that Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez fight, that fight intrigues me as well. That fight intrigues me as well, to be honest with you. He said Ryan ain't never fought a natural 140 pounder. Let's talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't think Ryan has fought anyone in the top 10. In the top 10 with Ring, to be honest with you. So, but you know, what you say? He done for 23. Shout out to Kenny. He said a lot of smoke at 135. Devin got some big decisions to make after the Loma fight. I mean, it's really not a big decision at all, Kenny, to be honest with you, fam. I mean, if you can make the weight, you fight. If you can't make the weight, move up. It's as simple as that. If you can make the weight, fight. If you can't make the weight, move up. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. He said Luke Campbell was top 10 when he fought. Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot all about Luke Campbell. And I think what the other dude that Ryan beat? Tago? What was Tago ranked at? What was Tago? I don't know if Luke Campbell was ranked in the top 10 with Ring magazine at that time. I'm talking about in Ring. He might have, I don't know, he probably was ranked with the WBC, but yeah, you know, it's a whole lot of smoke. It's a whole lot of smoke at 140. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of smoke at 140 and or 135. At 135. And let's see what's up at 140. Let's see what's up at 140. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on. Let me get this. Let's see what's up at 140. Let's go over here. Pull all this stuff up. You know, I'm gonna look at one. You know, we looked at 135. 135. You know, and another thing too, dog. We gotta stop penalizing fighters for being ducked and praising the one who ducked them. You get what I'm saying? Like an Isak Cruz. Like he on my shit list right now. You know, I might have all of Mexico mad at me, but I don't give a damn. The boy's a duck. You turn it down mandated fights, you duck. Period. And you literally say, I don't want to fight him. Literally. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So damn that. Got to call it the way I see it. They need to run his ass out of Mexico, and he need to become a citizen of the Bahamas or something, or El Salvador or something like that. Fuck that. He need to get his card revoked, his Mexican card revoked. For I'm concerned, all that damn ducking he doing.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
Okay, 140. We got Josh Taylor. He the WBO Ring magazine, right? Former undisputed champion. Then we have Regis Prograis. He said that he is he's a free agent now. He's a free agent. Jose Ramirez. Okay. All right. Jose Ramirez. We have Subriel Matias. Okay. Subriel Matias. Got some top guys. Got some top guys over there. They got Jack Catterall over here. Jack Catterall. I think he have secondary belts in the WBO, whatever what they showing right here. Jack Catterall, 26-1. They have Barbosa right here, ranked number 5. This is the Ring magazine. Right? Jose Zepeda over here. Look like it's a whole lot of smoke at 140, right? Devin Haney move up to 140. This was waiting on him. Gary Antoine Russell there. This is Sean Porter 2.0. He fights very, very recklessly. Shout out to Ben Gunn. What's going on, fam? He fights very, very recklessly. Just rushing their head first. Head, knees, elbows, forearms. Fight just like doggone Sean Porter. Let's see. We got my man right here. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's from Uzbekistan. It was Ergashev. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ergashev. Have him there. They got Teofimo Lopez. He's in the top 10 now. He's not ring anymore. I don't think nobody have a ring belt in 140 right now. I think Josh Taylor had a belt, the ring belt. Then we have Alberto Puello. So when Devin Haney moved up, this was waiting on him right here. Teofimo, he'll probably fight Teofimo if he moved to 140 because they're on the same side of the street. Alberto Puello, right? He got the WBA strap. I think Roland Romero fighting him, though. If I'm not mistaken. I think, don't they got Big Rolo? They got Big Rolo fighting Alberto. Yeah, they got Big Rolo. Big Rolo, like, what did Rolo do to deserve this fight? He's 14-1. Rolly Romero's 14-1 in the lightweight division. Like, the boy can't box to save his life. And you know, and he gets a title shot at 140. Wow. Okay, first time moving up straight to the belt. Okay, all right. Yeah, this was waiting on him here, man. Like, bro, like, Lord have mercy, boy. Ooh, Lord have mercy. They say some killers at 140. They said some killers at 140. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, right here, boy. Move up to 140. You can pick somebody in this top 10. Probably be Teofimo. Now, if I'm Haney, if I move up to 140, you gotta fight Teofimo. The reason why you gotta fight Teofimo, both of you guys are with Top Rank. That's one. And then two, you guys have a backstory. Dollar Bill, Diddy Bop. You got Dollar Bill and Diddy Bop, Teofimo Sr.
We did it first. And we motivate even the greats.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, Diddy Bop, the beef with Diddy Bop, the beef with Pete, with T Diddy, the beef with T Diddy and Dollar Bill, Bill Haney, that right there, that rivalry right there, father against father, and Teofimo Jr. versus Devin Haney, that right there sparked my interest. That right there, because, you know, because of the beef they already had, right? The beef they already have, there's beef there, has a backstory. The fans are familiar with it. Teofimo with the holler about the takeover, all that stuff there. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah. And Devin Haney calling them PUSSY in his face when they met at the zone, when Devin Haney was with the zone. And so that right there, that'll be that right there, that will intrigue me. I would love to see that fight right there. Devin Haney. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Well, some killers up there at 140, boy. Like, you know, some dudes that's now all the killers ain't fighting each other. All these guys are, put it this way, 140, they have perceived killers. Because all of these guys are not fighting each other. All of them are not fighting each other. They have perceived killers. But Jack Catterall did fight Josh Taylor. That is true. Regis Prograis did fight who did Regis just knock out? Regis Prograis fought Josh Taylor, and he just beat I think he just beat Jose Zepeda. You get what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, some of the Subriel Matias, he doing his thing. Puerto Rican, looking to become a Puerto Rican legend. Puerto Rican, that's what my homeboy say, Puerto Rican. You get what I'm saying? Gary Anton Russell, I don't know what he doing. He's 16. And don't he have a loss? Oh, that's the brother got a loss. Gary Anton Russell, I don't know how they look like they moving him the old PBC way. They moved him the old PBC way. I don't know when he gonna fight for a title. So yeah, that 140, boy. Yeah, he got a whole lot. Hey, shout out to Jamie Rivera. You say 140 ain't no joke. Yeah, Devin Haney got a whole lot up there waiting on him. For real though. He got a whole lot up there waiting on him. You get what I'm saying?
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
He got a whole lot waiting on him up there. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Brady 12. You say facts. All of these killers not fighting each other. Yeah. So we really don't know if they killers or not. That's why I had to change it, Brady 12, and say they are perceived killers. You have some perceived killers up there at 140. There's a perception that all of them are killers up there. So Devin Haney may not have a hard time up there at 140 if he move up. You know, because some of these guys may not be as much killers as the people are saying they are. What do you guys think about that? He said, Coach, Big Rolo going to be the new WBA champ. Man, let me tell you something, bro. I like Rolly Romero as a troll on Instagram. But as a fighter, I do not like him at all. And I say that respectfully. And I, you know, and I mean that. True. Rolly Romero is a former judo wrestler. He's known for taking people down in boxing. And you know, his footwork is terrible. He doesn't know how to work a jab. And when he lunges in head first with the left hook, and he has a good bolo punch now, but he leaves his chin in the air and he leads with his head when he's lunging in to try to reach, and he reaches with the backhand. Come on, man. I've been watching this a long time, homie. I'm true to this, not new to this. I know a fighter when I don't see one, and Rolly Romero ain't one. And I like Big Rolo. I'm the one who gave him the name Big Rolo. Big Rolo, remember that came from me. I gave him the nickname Big Rolo, just like I gave Ferocious Kambosos Killer Cam. You know what I mean? I did that. You know what I mean? I did that. I gave him names to hype him up, but you know when I hype a dude up like that, use all that hyperbole, you do know that I'm just BSing around. Them dudes really ain't that good like that. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Coach, it's Raphael 32.
Raphael, talk to me.
Calling out Toledo.
Yeah, what's up, man? No, yeah, you're talking about the 140 division. They got some killers in there. Zepeda and Progress. They went toe to toe. Taylor and Progress. They went toe to toe. Taylor fell off. He really lost that fight to Cottrell. Let's tell it like it is. He lost the fight to Cottrell, but got awarded
Catterall.
Catterall, and got awarded the decision. Now you got this young beast from Puerto Rico. That all he want to do is knock motherfuckers out, and got skill in Matias. So you got some beasts at the lower tier of 142. So it will not be easy for Devin. Yeah. I want to touch on Jared Anderson real quick. Jared Anderson, I think he beat the lower tier of the heavyweight division. I don't think he is ready for U6 Fury. Who's the other one? Joe Joyce. I want to say Wilder. I think that will be a interesting fight because I've always said Wilder and Joshua are not fundamentally sound. So, but I would like to see his next fight, Anderson fight a Takam or a Dylan White or a Joseph Parker, somebody like that, so we could gauge him and see where he's at.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to Raphael 32, man, from Toledo, man. Thank you for calling the show, man. Salute, fam. Between one thing, let me tell you something, man. If these fighters do the right thing and fight each other, bro, like we can get a lot of excitement at 135 in the lightweight division. We got Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. Let me tell you something too, guys. I've been talking to quite a few of my friends yesterday, and they watch all of the fights. They watch the UFC, they watch the pay-per-view fights, but the only problem is they watch everything on Fire Stick. So I'm talking to one of my good friends, man. This guy that's my homeboy, Big Herm. Me and him been down since 1987. So me and him that's been one of my best friends in 1987. And he say, listen, man, he ain't paying almost $100 for the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight. I say $85 plus tax, gonna take it almost to $100. He say, man, I ain't paying that. He said, I've been able to get all of the UFC fights thus far on my Fire Stick. So and the other pay-per-view fights on my Fire Stick. He got a good one. So he said, man, I'm thinking about throwing a fight party and we watch the fight on my Fire Stick. He said, I'm not paying no damn near $100 for that fight. That's what he said. And remember, I asked you guys, right? Shout out to iBoxing Hub. He said I just sub to the channel. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. Salute. Let's go and give the new subscriber a round of applause. Hey, but he said I'm not paying for that fight. And remember, I asked you guys. I say, do you think that by Showtime raising the price up for the pay-per-view is normally what, $79? They added $5 more on it, and people are not buying the $79 plus with tax is gonna be $90 pay-per-view. People ain't buying that. You see how low these pay-per-view fights have been for pay-per-view. That's why they're not releasing the numbers like that. We got to find out from other sources, right? But now you're talking about raising it to $85 plus tax is gonna take it to $95, $96. So you got to, and then you have a garbage undercard. The undercard is not that great. Well, Kid Austin is on there. That's phenomenal with Kid Austin. But outside of nephew, the rest of it really ain't all that. You got to ask yourself, do you want to pay $100 for this pay-per-view? You got light bill. You know what I mean? Like I got me a zone right here. You know what I mean? Like y'all know me, man. I keep some. Damn, I'm getting low on my sticky icky. God damn, I'm getting low for real. I ain't been smoking like that. Man, I ain't been smoking. How I'm getting so? I ain't been smoking like that. God damn. I missed a couple of days. Yeah, I gotta go re-up. Boy, I gotta go re-up. But anyways, outside of the re-up, I got sidetracked. But you get what I'm saying though? And I'm like, man, I was wondering about that. Shout out to Christopher. What you say, fam? I'm wondering about that. What you say, Trackman? He say, I was a little disappointed that Keyshawn didn't name the names. He said he called out Errol Spence. He called out Errol Spence, and he said so. We know he was talking about Errol Spence's fighter, Frank Martin. So I mean, we knew what he was talking about. We knew what he was talking about. He said somebody snatched some endo. Hey, no, shit. Nah. Shout out to Dropping Trolls. He say new to the channel. Salute. Yeah, salute to Dropping Trolls. Let's give him a round of applause. Salute to you, fam. Hey, the 135, bro, that 135-pound division, lit. That 40-pound division, lit. I'm gonna tell you another division that's got a whole bunch of old people in there, but they can mix it up and fight each other. The heavyweight division got a bunch of dinosaurs in it, right? Let's look at. He said EJ gonna break brother in pieces. All right, well, the only way he gonna do it, they got to get in the ring and fight each other. So that's the only way they're gonna do. That's the only way they're gonna be able to do that. They got to get in the ring and fight each other. So let me know when that fight made. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I'm gonna bet money on that. I'm gonna bet with Vegas. I'm gonna give you guys some advice. Anytime you want to bet, do not bet a nigga on YouTube. Don't bet avatars. Avatars do not pay you. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be 38 high. Man, I bet this avatar named Keno, and he ain't pay me, man. Me and him bet $400. He ain't pay me. He ain't send me the cash out. Never bet avatars. I don't bet avatars. I only bet with gambling sites. I only bet with gambling sites, Vegas or the gambling sites. At least I know if I lose, I lost, and if I win, I'm gonna get paid. Like I just made $800 betting on Mendoza. I picked Mendoza to knock out Fandora, and lo and behold, that's what he did. I picked him to win. You know what I mean? And he knocked him out. And shout out to what's my brother who called here, Coach Eddie from the ATL, giving me that tip. I appreciate that, brother. I did what I said I was gonna do. I did drop $100 on there, so it is what it is. So but yeah, man. Some of these guys, they got to get in there and wallow, man. They got to get in there and wallow, man. They got to go in there and wallow. Yeah, do not bet avatars. Do not bet avatars. Put your money where you know you're going to get paid. Avatars do not pay. Telling you what I know, right? Now, I got one guy who I used to bet, and he always paid. Shout out to Will Sargent. I won bets with him. He paid me, and I lost and paid him. So me and him are Gucci. But do not bet avatars. I'm telling you. Shout out to Ali Madas. He said $100 crazy selling this like it's Bo versus Holyfield. I mean, yeah, Bo versus Holyfield wasn't that. You know what I mean? I don't think that was $100. You know what I mean? So he said, have you ever heard of PayPal escrow? No, I haven't heard of PayPal escrow, fam. I haven't heard of that. Shout out to Money Man. What did it say? You say I won on UFC and Big Baby KO. Yeah. I mean, everybody knew Big Baby was gonna knock him out. I think Big Baby was a minus 7,500 favorite to win the fight. I think he was a minus 7,500 to win the fight. You get what I'm saying? So, Yep. Do not bet avatars. You will not get paid. Shout out to Ben Gunn. He say, love to see. Oh, you talking about UFC? Yeah, this is another thing, right? Today, Sunday. Now, I haven't done this in a while. I don't believe in making another promoter rich. Shout out to Candy Slim. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Blue said, okay, let's stop right there. You said Blue said Bud didn't file the proper paperwork, didn't file the proper follow-up paperwork, so top ranked lawsuit got dismissed. Shakur looks great, but that was no King Kong last night. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so once you said Blue said that, and shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV, but okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna comment on that, but I'm glad you did say Blue said it. And shout out to Blue Bloods. What you say? You say no wonder they saying getting 7 figures guarantee. They don't have to split the pit. I guess you're trying to say the pot much. Shout out to the brother for the super chat.
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. Say I know what you meant, fam. You said pot. What it say? What to say, Track Man? You said Anderson had George Arias doing the goofy walk. It was the same situation with Shakur and of course, he's a heavyweight. Everyone knew he was gonna win by knockout. You get what I'm saying? So, but it's the same situation. All of these guys was heavily favored to win, and they did win. In order to be, to be fair, he did what he had to do. He did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm sitting there looking at this motherfucking endo, looking at the endo to the wall, Yes, sir. The endo to the wall. That's 2. 3. Put about 4 or 5 papers right here. 4. Roll it up, my homeboy. Roll it up. I'm with it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more right there. All right, cool. All right, anyways. Yeah, man. So everybody who new to the channel, I got to do this. I have to do this, right? We have something called the 17 commandments of the boxing gods. And I'm gonna tell you why. We are the only channel that have a boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is, in order for me to know who the best fighter is, all of the top fighters have to fight each other, or at least most of them have to fight each other. So my criteria is how many top 10 guys have you fought, right? If you are a champion, how many times you defended your title? How many of the top 10 guys have you defended your title against? If you are a champion, how many title defenses have you had, so to speak, right? That's 2. So we have how many top guys you fought. If you're a champion, have you tried to unify the weight division with the other champions? If you have a belt and other fighters have a belt, how many unification matches have you had? You get what I'm saying? So those are some of the criteria that we have. I have some more written down. I used to have it memorized. You get what I'm saying? And those are the boxing criteria. But the most important thing is the only way you're going to know who the best of the best fighter in that weight division, he's going to have to fight the other top guys. If none of the top guys are fighting each other, and they're going to have to mix it up in order for us to come to a conclusion who is the best. If that's not going on, then we really don't know who really is the best. We can say, hey, well, this guy's the best because he got all the belts. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson looked like he has the goods. He's the best, But all of this is based on eye test and who we have seen they have fought thus far. But if all of the top guys, Tank Davis, whatever the case may be, he can crack, he got knockout power. But the way it works is this: if the top guys, whoever you say the top guys is, if you say Tank, Ryan, Devin, and Shakur are the top guys, that's fine. Okay, they need to mix it up and fight each other, and that's how we're going to come to a conclusion of who's who. It's very similar to what Ali did and Hagler did and stuff like that, and yada yada yada, and Carlos Monzon and Rafael Benitez, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's how we find out. Salvador Sanchez, that's how we find out. In today's time, it's a little different, but shout out to Ahmed, dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Blue said.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
So what we have over here, my brothers, people who are new to the channel, I gotta share this with you. We are the only boxing community that have commandments. Now, I ran a lot of people off the block because they don't like the commandments, because a lot of the people who was following me, quite a few of them, they was fanboys of particular fighters. We do not fanboy over here for fighters. You know what I mean? We want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. And me, I'm an old school guy. So I have an old school criteria, guys. So my criteria is a little different from a lot of these other guys' criteria. And, it's not based on popularity. It's not based on, it's based on who you fought. Because who you fight matters. You could be a fighter that could be 79-0. You know what I mean? You could be 79-0, but if you fought 79 tomato cans, you get what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
You have a lot of that going on. You have a lot of that going on in boxing today. So how I determine my old school criteria, the only way we're going to know who is the best, the top guys have to fight the top guys. I don't believe in my fighter don't need to fight the other fighter because that he ain't got no belt, or that fighter, he don't bring nothing to the table. Well, he's the top guy. He's the number one contender. Yeah, but my fighter got more Instagram followers than your fighter. My fighter baby mama bow-legged, his baby mama knock-kneed. My fighter baby mama dark-skinned, his baby mama red bone. He ain't got no hot yellow tenderoni at the house. I don't have those type of criteria. I don't have, my fighter got a Lambo with suicide doors. You know what I mean? Some people, that's their criteria. Lambo with suicide doors. I don't care nothing about the Lambo with suicide doors. My fighter had rappers walk him to the ring. That's not a boxing criteria. My fighter got ice. That's not a boxing criteria either. My fighter have more Instagram and social media followers than your fighter. Yep, that's not a boxing criteria either. Over here, Coach Malachi Williams, have a boxing criteria. I'm looking at the commandments right now. I have a boxing criteria. Anything, and I judge every fighter based on that criteria. Doesn't matter who that fighter is, where he's from. He can be from Texas. He can be from Nebraska. He can be from Los Angeles. He can be from New York. He can be from Florida. I really don't care where he's from. I hold everybody to that same boxing criteria, and I just found the commandments. So let me go ahead and highlight it right quick. And I want to share the commandments with you guys. Just get a couple of you people. I used to do this every Sunday. We used to have something called Church Sundays. And since today is Sunday and everybody's at church because of everybody at church right now, because today Easter, I normally, we have something called, you know what I mean? When we, read the commandments every Sunday. So I haven't done it in a while. And just in case people think that I have gotten soft on the commandments, I haven't. And I don't believe in making another promoter rich. So what I want to do is I want to promote the commandments at this very moment. Now, normally when I do this, it's normally run people off the block. So if you feel like leaving the block right now, feel free. I understand. I won't take it personal. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Alan Maddox. Alan Maddox for dropping the $2 super chat. He said, just say Loma wins. How would it change the dynamics? I just can't say. You said if Loma was to beat Devin Haney, if Loma wins, then I think Loma from an interview I just saw Bob Arum, he said Loma will want to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's what Bob said. And if that's the case, then for Lomachenko, you know what? That's what Bob said. I believe it when I see it. But if that is the case, assuming that's the case, then Lomachenko is doing something that he's willing to go fight the young gun. He fought Jermaine Ortiz. I don't think nobody would question at this point Lomachenko will fight anybody. Lomachenko will fight anybody at this point. I don't think no one would question that. Regardless of how you feel about Loma, whatever the case may be, one thing about Lomachenko will fight anybody. I think Lomachenko has fought more top 10 guys than anybody in the lightweight division. To be fair. You get what I'm saying? Loma wanted to fight Tank. I remember Floyd Mayweather and them said that they not going to make that fight happen. But that was years ago. I don't know if Tank can fight him now. But Lomachenko, I don't think no one will question that fact about Lomachenko. How you feel about him as a fighter? And I'm not pro Lomachenko. A lot of Lomachenko fans, I can't stand you motherfuckers. You are some of the most. So a lot of you Lomachenko fans, y'all are very similar to Tyson Fury fans. I'm really can't stand y'all that much. But I will say this. I'm just saying the ones that are delusional, the ones who say he greater than Ali and all that shit there. No, sir. Don't put Ali and Lomachenko together. Or any of the sugars. Robinson, Leonard, none of that. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't going for that. To me, that disrespected him, to be honest with you. But I like Loma. He's a good fighter. I can't take anything away from him. But let's look at these commandments. He said we miss Abernathy. Oh, you miss Abernathy. See, y'all, you know what? Y'all remember when we used to play the church music. Let me see. Where we at? Y'all remember we used to play that on Sundays. You get what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Now, Reverend Abernathy ain't been around in a while. And right now we got something over here at True Media Today, USA Boxing, called the 17 Commandments of the Boxing Gods. And if you are a fan of the sport of boxing the way I am and you have a boxing criteria, I want to share this with you if you are new to the channel. Now, right here, the 17 Commandments of the Boxing Gods. We need to read them very carefully. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not fanboy for any fighter. If you are over here fanboying for your favorite fighter, waving your pom-poms while allowing him not to fight the tough competition, this is the wrong channel for you. And I say that respectfully. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not deride for a promotion, a company, or a promoter. We had a whole lot of these dudes online. They was deriding for the PBC. We had a whole lot of dudes online. They was deriding for Showtime. We have a whole lot of dudes online. They was deriding for Top Rank. We had a whole lot of dudes online. They was deriding for Matchroom. Over here at True Media Today, USA Boxing, with Coach Malachi Williams, we do not believe in deriding for a promotional company or a promoter. We don't do that over here. That ain't got a goddamn thing to do with boxing. Commandment number 3, there shall not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. If you are a broke two-figure nigga sitting at home at your baby mama house, sitting on a renter center couch, playing the PS5 while smoking a Nick Sacker Reggie with your homeboy, and you trying to count another fighter's pockets. You trying to talk about sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. You trying to tell an 8-figure nigga how he should handle his business when you are a 2-figure nigga. If that's you, you are a manager and a promoter. If you are like the nigga Fag 9, you saw 2 episodes of Perry Mason and you holler about you a lawyer. Nigga, you ain't no more lawyer than my rabbit Hippity. And I say that disrespectfully. So commandment number 3, there shall not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. Commandment number 4, there shall not pocket watches a fighter's money. If you online talking about my fighter made this, my fighter made that, my fighter made more money than your fighter, guess what? You are breaking commandment number 4 because you pocket watching. Y'all not say that disrespectfully. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. Commandment number 5, there shall not talk boxing without facts. It's a whole lot of niggas explaining, chicken Georgian, buck dancing, knee slapping, whole lot of doggone emotions online when they go to argue. A lot of y'all talk a whole lot of boxing without facts. Y'all talk with emotions in your feelings. If you do that online, you are breaking commandment number 5. Commandment number 6, there shall not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. If you online doing 12, 8, 9, 10, 11-hour lives, arguing, debating, threatening other niggas about Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney or Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, you are breaking commandment number 6 because you have got too emotionally invested in your favorite fighter. Commandment number 7, there shall not criticize a fighter for cherry picking or ducking when you know goddamn well your favorite fighter is cherry picking and ducking. If your favorite fighter is cherry picking and ducking, you don't reserve the right to criticize someone else for doing the exact same thing that your favorite fighter is doing. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not condone any elite fighter ducking another elite fighter. If you say that Shakur Stevenson should have gotten ducked by Cruz, guess what? You are condoning it and you are in violation of commandment number 8. Commandment number 9, thou shalt not speak of the back end money because you don't know a goddamn thing about back end money. Some of you niggas is broke, ain't got no jobs. You haven't even read the employee handbook, but you want to talk about back end money. You know nothing about it. You know nothing how it works. So if you are ignorant to what back end money is, shut the fuck up. Commandment number 10, thou shalt not tweet shit on Twitter for your favorite fighter. A whole lot of people be breaking this commandment on Twitter because that's all they do. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. Since I've been on YouTube, I have been threatened on numerous occasions from the Alphabet Boys and from Alphabet Boy supporters. I have been threatened from aerosexuals. I have been threatened from the Furious. I have been threatened from Lomachenko fan base. I have been threatened from the Lomachenko fans. I'm for the Lopez fans. I have been threatened all over the country. And if you are threatening people online because they disagree with you, if you say drop the addy, you know what I mean, we consider that a threat. If you say I got shooters, homie, like the whole ass nigga hates money, guess what? You are in violation of commandment number 11. Don't be threatening people online. If you send people gun emojis, you are in violation of commandment number 11. Commandment number 12, thou shalt not speak with double standards and hypocrisy. We see a whole lot of doggone double standards and hypocrisy going on online. That's what they do. They say, well, what's your name? They say Shakur Stevenson need to fight Devin Haney in one breath, but then they'll say Devin Haney need to fight Shakur Stevenson in one breath, but say Tank Davis ain't got to fight Shakur Stevenson. Why? Don't you see that's double standards and hypocrisy? Yeah, so if you do that, that's violation number 12. And commandment number 13, thou shalt only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter. This is the only exception to the rules. Examples are the great Muhammad Ali, the Sugar Ray Robinson, the original Sugar, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, You can't forget about Sugar Ray Leonard, the second Sugar, the great Salvador Sanchez, etc., etc., etc. If the fighter is currently fighting, you cannot be a fanboy of that fighter. Commandment number 14, thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. If you have been listening to Dr. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, and the Alphabet Boys, more than likely, you like to race bait in order to push a narrative. If you listen to Dante's Boxing Nation, Aki TV, Fag Non, Boxing Shigo, you probably participate in the Victim Olympics and you like to race bait in order to push your narrative when things don't go your way. Commandment number 15, thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality and play the race card when you don't get your way. This is in conjunction with commandment number 14. A lot of you dudes have a victimhood mentality and you play the race card when things don't go your way. Yes, sir. Commandment number 16, if you are over 40, and if you are 40 and over and you do do not have to say pause. So if you are 40 and over, you do not have to say pause. What's said, what's understood, do not need to be explained or said. So if I say something that you may deem as suspect, I'm 49 years old, dog. I ain't saying nothing suspect. If that's the way you interpret it, so be it. I refuse to say pause, even though I did say it the other day. You know, pause sometimes is very, very important. But you get what I'm saying, though. These are the 17 commandments. As a matter of fact, we got one more. Commandment number 17. Thou shalt not violate any of the commandments under no circumstances. So if you're new to the channel, these are the commandments. Please feel free. As a matter of fact, I will drop the link for anybody who want to make a copy of the commandments. These are the commandments, the 17 commandments of the boxing gods. We are the only community that have this. Hold on, guys. We are the only community on YouTube that have this. And sometimes you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you might find yourself in violation. There we go. You might want to just look at them to make sure that you are not in violation of the commandments. So just be on the lookout. Check that out. You know what I mean? And because my channel is not for everybody. You know, this channel here, you might want to just leave this channel. This might not be the channel for you. So I just want to give you an opportunity to see exactly what's going on, okay? This is the last call for the day. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry from B-More. What's going on, Jerry?
That's a pretty comprehensive list you have there, but if we follow all those commandments, fuck we gonna talk about?
Hey, man.
You know?
Hey, what's going on, Jerry?
I called because man, that Fortuna fight last night, you and your caller the other day, dead on, man. You were sitting there talking about he gets hit too much.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people could see that he got hit too much, but still you was driving home a good point there. The caller that called in, he really nailed it, man. He said, this guy's going to get knocked out big time at some point. He didn't say that guy was going to do it, but he did.
He said he said Mendoza was going to knock him out. And the crazy part about it, he said he's going to knock him out around the 6th or 7th round.
No shit.
Yeah, he convinced me to bet. He convinced me to put $100 on it. I won $800. I put on $100 on it.
Well, that's nice, man. I mean, we've all, I've been wrong, several times like anybody, but there's been times where I picked the fight right to the punch. But I will say this though, Fortuna, he got caught when he was at mid-range.
Yeah.
When he was fighting in close, he was whooping that guy's ass, man. He was landing a lot of uppercuts.
He was winning.
Yeah, he was winning. And George Foreman, back in the day, when he used to commentate for HBO, I used to disagree with a lot of stuff George would say, and sometimes I would think shit that he was saying was just outlandish. But sometimes he would nail it right on the head. And I remember he said one time about Prince Ahmed. Prince Ahmed had a lot of success, knocked a lot of people out, and then he hooked up with the great late Manny Stewart. And Lampley asked George, he asked him, what do you think about that, George? And he was like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Don't try to change this guy. If he was going to be a traditional boxer, he would have been that by now. What he does do is what's special to him, and changing him is not the right thing to do. And I agree with that. And I think the same thing with Fortuna. Yes, he's long. He's freakishly long. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But yes, and typically you would say a guy with that build should box like we know he should, behind the jab and work on the jab. But that's just not his style. And last night, I think if he would have stayed on the inside like he typically does, because I noticed in this fight before, he was trying to box more. He was jabbing a lot more and stuff. I would tell him, you use that jab to close distance. Otherwise, if you're at mid-range, don't jab, because that's where you can get countered, caught, and hurt, just like he did last night. Yeah. And then one last thing, what's equally concerning to me. Now, it's easy for me to say I didn't get hit. Those were some big punches, especially that second follow-up punch. But to me, I didn't like the fact that he didn't try to get up. He wasn't unconscious. His eyes were pretty wide open. He was looking and talking to the ref, but he didn't even know if he tried to get up and couldn't. Okay, but it just seemed to me when he went down. Take, for instance, Zab Judah when he fought Costa Zoo. and a lot of fighters, instinctively they get up. If you put me down, I'm getting up. Tyson Fury and Wilder, the first fight. Millions of examples. He went down, he was conscious, but it just looked like he made a decision when he was down there. I'm not even going to try. And that, to me, is a little bit concerning.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why though. I mean, when he hit the mat, his head bounced off the canvas. So we don't know. He did raise up like at count around 6, like when it got to the 6 count, somewhere up in there 5, 6. But we don't know. Like after he got caught with a right hook, left cross, and no, he got caught with a left hook, right cross, and a left hook that did it. So we don't know how he felt when his head bounced off that canvas. He could have been concussed or anything. So we wasn't the one taking that punch, and your head was the one that bounced off the canvas. Now I know you do have other examples of fighters going through that and they got up. That is true, but everybody is different. You know, I don't think he doesn't seem like the type of person that'll quit. I think he was just really messed up.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't take the punches, so I'll put that out there. It's just I've seen so many fighters that's just instinctive. Even when their senses aren't there, like Zab didn't have his legs when he got up, and there's a million examples.
And that was the wrong thing for Zab to do. Zab tried to jump straight up, and that turned out to be that was the wrong thing for him to do. He's supposed to stay down, try to get his composure, and then get up. By him jumping up like that, Zab never should have did that. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. But see, that's what I'm touching on. It's instinct. For him, it was instinct to get up. If you put me down, I'm getting up. Now, obviously, when a fighter's unconscious or even, a different state of kind of like they're semi-unconscious and their eyes are rolling. Yeah, and like I say, I mean, I didn't take the punches, so it's easy for me to say. I'm just saying I've seen him talking to the ref, and his eyes looked fairly clear. It's just, it seemed like right away he was, but if his brain was scrambled and shit was moving around, but I still like Fundora. I still want to see him against Charlo and Zoo, and he's going to have to fight his way back in the contention. But I love his style, and he's a good fighter. And I thought he was winning that fight 6 rounds to 0.
Yeah, he was winning. He was winning 6 rounds to 0, 5-1. Some would say, but yeah, he was winning the fight. But But again, he's going to have to work on his defense, man. He's going to have to work on how to roll with shots. He's going to have to work on how to parry shots. He's going to how to slip, how to block with the shoulder and stuff like that. He's going to have to work on those angles, man. If he doesn't work on those angles, bro, and he doesn't, bro, he gets hit too clean and flush because he doesn't roll with the punches and slip and stuff like that and catch with the shoulder and the parrying. He doesn't do any of those things. And that's what I was saying. I'm like, this dude here, man, he's just a big target, bro. And because you're not going to beat everybody the same way. I'm just going to overpower you with my height and size. And man, like you saw, he got caught. He actually got caught at mid-range. I think they was close at one point, and then he pulled back. And he was trying to throw it. He threw a left hook, but by him being so long and lanky, he threw a left hook. But he was trying to hook with a hooker, and Mendoza threw a left hook. That left hook is what hurt him. So he caught him with a left hook while Fundora was throwing his left hook, caught him, bam, punching in between punches, and then that's what stunned him. And when he got hit, Fundora's legs stumbled, and he went back. If you look at him, he didn't know where the hell he was at that point. And then Mendoza caught him with the right hook, and then caught him with the left hook, and then hit the ground, hit the mat, and his head bounced off the canvas. I'm like, God damn, bro, like because he's so tall, he fell like a tree. And so I was like, man.
Yeah, those follow-up punches were crucial.
Yeah.
But see, that's my point. I don't think Fundora is ever going to be able to shoulder roll or even much head movement, none of it. I just don't think it's in his genetics. I mean, you got to think that guy's done a lot of fighting already. These guys fight a lot in amateurs. I'm sure he's been told and coached on how to do those things. His defense, and I've seen this plenty of times before, is his offense. That's what it is. And when he's in close, it's hard to get big punches off on him because you can't extend your arms. Now, you can still get knocked out in fighting. Everybody knows that. But I just don't think he's ever going to be able to do that. And attempting to make him do it is going to cause him to make more mistakes.
You know what? If he's not going to be able to do that, he's going to have a short boxing career. Because he gonna get knocked out some more. He gonna get knocked out some more. I'm pretty sure that. Jamil Charlo, he's gonna get knocked out some more. Hey, but
Yeah,
Jerry,
maybe. But like I say, if he fights the way he did up until his last fight, where his offense is defense, he's still gonna be a tough guy to beat. He's a freak, that guy. But anyway, thanks, Coach.
All right, shout out to Jerry for being on. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. Hey, man, let's give everybody a shout out who called the show. Shout out to Casino Like Prayers. Shout out to Justin from DC. Shout out to D-Block from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Raheem from DC. Shout out to Steve Kim, yeah, from LA. Shout out to Fiona Two from Duval. Shout out to Quest from New York. Shout out to Derek from Florida. Shout out to Raphael 32 from Toledo. And shout out to Jared from B-More. Shout out to Candy Slim for dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, please bring back the ducks quacking soundbite. He said, no, I'll have phone calls. Hey, no, I gotta get the people. I gotta get the people to call in. Oh, you mean when I fake like I'm out having, yeah. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Leonard? Oh my gosh, Alex, he's asking all these tough ass fucking questions. I don't know what's going on. Leonard, calm down, Leonard, calm down. Put your bitch ass on now. Yeah, I guess you're talking about those calls. He said, Alex against his elf. He said, I almost turned my vehicle over the other day. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man.
The bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, everybody enjoy that Easter, man. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Ben Gunn, Swat Jones. Shout out to New Era Boxing. Hey, shout out to my sister Lisa Bells, the boxing scientist. Shout out to everybody who became a new member today. The new members, I really appreciate you signing up. Shout out to El Unico. You know what I mean? Shout out to El Harvey, Jackie Hernandez, Marta King Boxing, Halim, Ben Gunn. Shout out to Ahmed, Knockdown 305. Who else we got in the building? Martin Smith. Everybody, man. If I forgot you, man, it is what it is. Flex BX. It is what it is. Candy Slim. What's going on, Candy Slim? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Jamie Rivera, Samuel, what's going on, fam? It is what it is, man. You already know what time it is. Now we can't leave without thanking our Lord and Savior on this good Easter day, Easter Sunday.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Shout out to Justin Watson as well. Hey, look here, man. When it comes to this boxing stuff, we got to come together and we got to collectivize. You get what I'm saying? We got to collectivize and we have to have vision.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
Ain't that what it is, man? Once again, it's on, man. Listen, we don't need those sapsuckers, man, bringing the command.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
He say, with all those commandments, we ain't gonna have nobody. Hey, man, that's the point, man. The channel ain't for everybody, man. The channel ain't for everybody, man. It is what it is, man. Guess what? Y'all gotta hit that like button. If not, I'm gonna have to pull a Bruce Lee on you. Play, nigga. Wakanda, bring your ass over here, nigga. This what I'm gonna do to you. Oh, Lord, him. Oh, I just kicked Wakanda in the face. Oh, hit him in the stomach. Oh, Lord. Kick him, slap him. Kick him again. Oh, Lord, I'm being Wakanda ass. What you gonna do, Wakanda? You want some more? Oh, Lord, hammers. Go up on him. Bam. Catch him in the neck. Lord, Wakanda is dead. So you already know, man. Hey, shout out to my dog, David Ruffin, man. They ain't coming to see you, man. He say, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Shout out to AB, man.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Whole lot of sapsuckers be breaking the commandments. I ain't gonna say no names, though.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
You ain't gotta like the commandments, but you better respect.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Hey, man, and shout out to my dog, Booger Ray, man, and Eddie, the hit man.
Sunshine when tanks gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him.
in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Ellaby, why you always talking about me?
Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Ellaby, why you always talking about?
And guess what? If you got some ops, you got some haters. If you in the chat, you got some haters, you got some dudes that just really be hating on you, some females be hating on you all the time. You know, even though today Easter Sunday, guess what? You got some haters, this is what you tell them. Riley, let them know what time it is.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
And to the undisputed light heavyweight champion, the lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney. I know everybody feel like Devin Haney is getting disrespected. We're gonna put some respect on his name. And Dev, we're gonna put some more respect on your name. We got the Devin Haney dance over here at True Media Today, USA. Harleen say that's that Baltimore dance. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.